Lear's on the map. Do we get to have Lear today?
I don't know.
I assume.
I don't think so. How are you?
I'm okay.
Long time no see.
Yep, been forever.
We get those. We get those weeks when we get those 3 days in a row.
Yeah, exactly. So on Saturday the car broke down. I don't know if I told you. And today
Oh,
I found out. Today I found out it's a write-off.
oh, was that your Subaru?
Yeah, it's Subaru.
What was wrong with it?
The transmission more or less blew up.
Oh, yeah, yeah, it's pretty much dead.
Yeah, at that age, replacing it is more than the value of the car by almost double, actually.
Yeah. You gonna get a new one or new to you one at some point, or
I'm not sure. Don't really know. It's complicated.
yeah? Are you still looking at getting the laneway?
Yeah, it's still in the possibility. It's all money, right?
Yeah. So my friend Dave. You know, they've been saving and everything. And like, he paid off his house. I guess when his grandma died, and there was a small inheritance, and so the house is paid, and truck is paid. Like all the things are paid for. And I guess he was talking to his financial advisor and saying, well, because you have no kids, so like the house is going to his nephew, and like they're saying, well, you have a lot of savings, and really no one to give it to. No one. It's just basically advising him to say, you know, just spend your savings.
Yeah, do something with it.
Just do something with it, because you know it's like if you already figured out where all the rest of his stuff is going. Oh, everybody's here.
Greetings.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, hello.
I started the recording.
Hi. Sorry, I was trying to finish my dinner.
Start the recording?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi, Chow. Hi, Nikki.
Oh.
You don't see Angela for 2 weeks, and her hair seems to get longer.
Every time. One of these days I'm gonna come in and it's gonna be at my chin.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
You have to wait for those. Well, they have it here. I don't know if they have it down in the States, but like they have the cancer cuts thing where
Yeah.
they'll cut your hair, and if it's long enough, they'll donate it for wig making and stuff.
Yeah. The last few times I haven't been able to do it because my hair has been dyed. So that was the first time
Okay.
for a while it's been natural hair, so I can actually do it now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, what is it now?
Not dyed, because usually I have my ends bleached, so it's the
Okay.
color.
Hello, everyone. Hope your weekend was good. I guess you get Memorial Day next weekend, or this coming weekend?
Yes.
Yeah, it's always this odd shift between the two countries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a
Wow.
very expensive weekend. Pancaf is always a lot.
Yeah, you were at Vancouver. Was it 3 days or 2 days?
It's only 2 days. I was only there for one. I just spent like $250 on art stuff.
Just merchandise?
Yeah. I think I got... posters did I get? 5 posters, like 4 comic books,
Wow.
a bunch of charms.
Nice.
Good times.
Good.
I think my weekend was more expensive, and you actually got something for the cost.
Oh no, what did you do?
Uh-oh.
I blew up a car.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, on purpose?
On purpose?
No.
Oh no.
The transmission exploded.
Oh no.
Ooh.
On what?
So the car is a write-off, and that's my expensive weekend.
Ooh.
What kind of car?
A 2014 Subaru Forester.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah.
They're definitely worse cars to. But yeah, that's inexpensive.
For sure. Well, if it was a more valuable car, it'd be worthwhile to replace the transmission. As it is, nope.
How many kilometers did you have on it?
240,000 or
Oh,
something.
okay.
Yeah,
fair
that'll do
enough.
it.
Cool.
I don't know that our Odyssey had something like 360,000, and it wasn't the transmission that went on that; it was the engine.
Yeah.
It might have been the engine going from all the chewed up transmission bits. Sorry, cat needs water.
I remember the one time I was driving. We were driving on a Honda Accord. And we're driving along. We hear this clunk, like thud, like under, like. But the car kept driving and everything. It was fine. And it's like, okay, was that the brake pad or?
A stick.
That?
Anyways, like it was driving fine until I got to the next intersection and I had to turn and realize, something's gone. The power steering's gone.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Did you lose a diff?
No, what happened was so there's the power steering motor, and then there's a whatchamacallit, a wheel that comes off it that goes to the belt that goes to the, so that wheel that comes off that's attached to the belt is sheared off,
Oh.
and like the mechanic is looking at it, it's like, I have never seen that. I mean, it wasn't an expensive repair, but it was just like,
Weird.
like I've driven cars with no power steering, and it's like you get an arm workout.
For sure.
Yeah.
That reminds me of a time when we tried to go camping. On the way there, I, sitting in the back seat, smelled burn-in, which is never good when you're in a car. So told my dad. He pulled over. Turns out the back bearings on the two back wheels had melted and fused to the axles.
Ugh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good.
Yes,
Well,
So,
at least your dad believed you something was wrong.
I have the best sense of smell in the family, so I have an early warning system.
Ooh.
I somehow my old car was a 2000 Golf, like the diesel one, so that automatic. So those things are known for chewing through the transmissions.
Oh, okay.
I think that thing was almost at 300,000 kilometers, and how it somehow the transmission was still going. That thing was a miracle, but also it didn't like hills.
Okay, so last time you recovered second piece.
And got some canned fish.
Yes. I think.
Yeah, so we got half a cauldron now.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
And you know the next piece someone communed, I think it was Alistair communed with the piece that you found, and there's indications that the next piece is with a Slad lord named Bazim Gorag,
Right.
but his location isn't exactly known.
North.
Yes.
Might take us over a mountain and through some rivers, but we'll eventually get there.
Should we go to the Rusty Widget and ask?
I think. What was our goal? Or what were we trying to do? Alright, we were sleeping so Lorelli could teleport us to Serapion.
We
We were headed for deep water. Were we not?
Yeah.
Or is that where we are now?
Our goal is to get to deep water, but because Lorelli doesn't know where it is, she can't just teleport us there.
Right.
I mean, she could, but it would be kind of hit or miss. It would be basically almost 50-50 that something goes wrong in the teleport.
Yeah, literally hit or miss.
Okay.
You're also have an understanding that Waterdeep is a very big city, bigger than Serapion, and that it is run by, well, historically there's a council, but there's also protections on certain areas of the city that prevents people from teleporting into those areas and bounce you somewhere else random.
I mean, Lorelli isn't from here, so Lorelli definitely doesn't know that.
Yeah.
But Lorelli does know that trying to blind teleport to a place on a port is probably a bad idea.
You think that if you in Serapion you could find information about Deepwater and or maybe someone that can get you there or provide you more information about where you can teleport.
Yeah, I think that was the goal. The first thing, Lorelli will teleport us to Serapion.
Okay.
Whoa.
Bijou.
Is the group attempting to disguise themselves or?
Lorelli. Oh, I mean, only Lorelli and Julia really need to.
Yeah.
Well, Mabaru.
Mixie's always been hidden enough.
Mixie
Oh, yeah.
did cause some havoc with children running around, but Mixie's, I guess, sort of disguised themselves as a child.
Yeah.
And wouldn't Greg be fairly memorable of a person to be running around?
Yes, but Greg wasn't with us when we were causing chaos in the city.
Okay. So the two
Book of
barbarians.
billowing.
The two barbarians can just carry on as normal, and everybody
Yep.
else.
Lorelli will just put a hood up.
Oh, we can just carry you guys in
Sword.
sacks.
Oh, perfect. I would love that. That'd be great.
Hey, but wouldn't you like to have a disguise? I'd like to make a disguise for you, Greg.
Last
Put a
disguise
wig
didn't
on.
really work out.
Put a wig on the robot.
Aha, yeah.
Lipstick on the non-mouth.
You give them weird dreads, and you can make them look like the Predator.
No, I really think lipstick is the best choice. Lorelli gets out fake eyelashes and puts them on Greg. Come on, it'll be nice.
It's oil-based lipstick.
Actually, Alistair would probably be a little confused at this point. He's like, sorry, why do we need to disguise all of you to go to the city?
We're kind of at war with the church in this town.
Yeah, and you should have a disguise too, so that
I mean,
when you
yeah.
come back, you don't have to wear a different the same disguise.
We are actively trying to kill the god they worship, so...
Okay then, all right.
And our paladin friend that we usually travel with
They really
kind of
don't
has
like
the
him.
sword that will bring like the end to that god.
You didn't tell me that. Why are you telling him that before me?
I share with the group.
We thought you... I didn't realize you weren't up to date on this.
I don't know, it's just a cool sword, man.
I mean, it is that as well.
Yeah. Well, because Lear had the initial sword that was kind of given by the god we're trying to kill, the one true god. And then they got that
Bad sword.
replaced on a little side mission. And no, we have a different sword that's better.
Yeah.
A little less offensive.
It was Soul Silver, now it's Glyphinda.
Oh, I see that. That's where that's from.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
No, it's,
Yeah,
it's
Soul Silver had an attitude. Glyphinda's nicer.
yeah. Soul Silver was kind of an asshole.
You see literal smoke start pouring out of his ears.
Oh,
All right. He turns to Greg. Let's just go back to hitting things that they point us at.
it's basically what it's gonna be. Hopefully, nothing bad happens.
Yeah.
I hope so too. I would hate to bury some more people today.
Alistair, do you want to try on this hat?
Yeah, what
I'll do
kind
it.
of hat?
Probably a floppy hat.
What kind of floppy hat? There are many floppy hats.
Imagine your floppy hat.
I don't know. First thing that came to mind was a giant straw hat. So
Is this
Perfect.
the sombrero? Does someone still have the sombrero?
Oh, I forgot. Where did that go?
I think it might just be in Lorelli's bag.
That would make sense.
Lorelli puts on a huge sombrero.
It's a little crumpled.
Yeah, there are some horn holes clearly just cut with a dagger in it.
no dear.
It's the best disguise I know. I'm Senorita Karos. Nobody knows who I am.
Oh, that makes me think. Alistair would look good with some horns.
He has
Can't have
horns.
mine.
Sorry, with horns? I got horns.
Oh, do you? I thought you didn't have horns. Sorry.
He's a minotaur.
Oh, I thought you were an elephant.
Different
Different
edition.
campaign.
Whoops, wrong guy.
Wrong guy.
Yep.
No, the elephant died. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, teleporting to Surf Island.
All right. I do have to roll the D100 because I don't have a permanent magic circle. Oh wait, I do.
You do in the church.
There... No, there's also one in the magical or in the Bard Academy.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't there a bard shop or something that you guys can teleport to?
Yeah, there's
A bard
there's
school.
a Bard school.
They're familiar with the one of the instructors there.
Well, Lorale is.
There's no baggage there at all.
It's been taken over by the church.
That would be awful if it was.
No more creative expression, just holy hymns.
All right. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, you arrive at the Bard School, sort of the receiving room for people that are coming from magically, and then you hear, when you arrive, you hear a small ding. It's more of just, letting people know someone's there.
Door chime sort of
Yeah.
thing.
Not a klaxon alarm and.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is. Well, what time of day did you just leave in the morning?
I think it was like first thing after we woke up.
Okay. So yeah, someone comes to check the room and looks and welcomes you and sort of like, is your musical instrument like visible?
Oh yeah, Lorale has like
Okay.
the
They
carrying.
look at you and sort of like they welcome you and ask, are these your guests, or like they don't look like bards to this
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, sorry. These are my guests. I am familiar with one of the instructors here. I give the name. I don't remember it off the top of my head.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
It was so long ago.
They ask, what business do you have?
We need to get to deep water, but we don't have the ability to teleport there. So I was getting us here so we can seek transportation there.
Oh, well, the equivalent of the headmaster might be able to help you. I can take you to see if they're in or available to meet you.
That would be great.
No waiting lists, please.
I mean, if we can.
No, they just have a side quest for you.
Oh,
great.
no!
If the headmaster doesn't work, we'll just find a boat.
They have
Get a
they have
boat.
to find a magic flute. They actually have to find out where all the kids got led off to, by some guy.
We need to kill 20 sewer rats, and then we'll be good.
So
What? What happened to all the kids?
This is like an adult
some guy
party.
playing a pipe. No, they're all okay.
Also, this is like the adults Bard college.
Okay, so yeah, you wind through the building a bit, and you end up in an official-looking area where there's like a admin person in front of a big door, and the person that greeted you goes and talks to this person, and they say, "Oh, okay, he's in a meeting right now, but he should be done soon." And so if you want to wait, there's like 3 couches, but based on the size of Alistair, and anyways, you can't all fit on the couches, so you have to sort of decide, maybe Mixie can sit on someone's lap, or
I want to sit on Alistair's head.
There we go. Ultimate solution found.
Only if Alistair's okay with that, because those things are pointy.
Alistair does not care. In fact, the horns probably make it an easier seat.
Place to put the legs.
Yeah.
and the guy that brought you here is asked, like, do you need any refreshments? I can get you some water or tea.
Any
I would
beer?
love a tea.
Okay, so yeah, disappears.
There.
You're looking at there's like different instruments hanging on the walls. Morale can sort of tell that they're old and sort of like antique, but like
Yeah.
a variety of different instruments and sheet music and scrolls are all on one shelf, and the guy comes back with your tea.
Wow.
Before you did, could I have taken a look and see
Right.
if there's any violins on the wall?
Yeah, there would be.
Hey, Julio, can you like make an illusion so like I can do like a switch and just take the real one and then they leave the little like a hologram? Is that something you can do?
Wait, ask Laurel. I don't have any illusions.
Do you know how to do that?
I'm not gonna help you steal from the Bard College.
Man,
I
you guys
can.
are no fun.
We can just get you a violin. They're not that I mean, they are
But
expensive.
that one's
but we have
special. It's on the wall.
it's just old.
Well, hold on. I can solve that. I can take it off the
It's
wall, and then it
also
won't be special
Lorelli looks
anymore.
at it. It's like it's completely untuned, and if you play it, it'll probably break.
It doesn't make any sense. Why would it be on a wall?
Because you can't
Because
play
it's decorational.
It doesn't deserve to be on the wall if you can't play it. Just useless garbage then.
I mean, all the playable violins people are playing them.
Oh, that's fair. Makes sense. Is it a violin shortage?
There's a-
I mean,
So if you don't play your violin, it goes out of tune, and you can't play it anymore.
I mean, if you leave it long enough.
It seems like a waste of a good violin.
Maybe if we play it, it will recover.
Exactly. This is like
That's-
violin torture right here.
That's not exactly how that works.
Oh.
That's the practice effect.
Oh,
It's like-
sorry. Apparently,
Wh-
the 9 best violin makers all came from Italy.
Oh.
That doesn't surprise me.
That checks out.
There might be some European bias there.
And a violin maker is called a luthier.
I did know that.
Okay.
I did not know that.
That's actually it's an older term because luthier is the person who originally would make lutes.
Lutes, yeah.
It's sort of often a catch-all term for people who make like handheld string instruments.
Cool.
Okay.
The admin woman notices you're looking at the violin, or notices that Greg is looking at the violin. And, that one is made by Master Amati like 200 years ago. Do you play?
No, but maybe aspiring to.
Well, we do offer lessons for beginners. If you are staying in town for a bit, I'll definitely arrange something for you.
Okay. How hard is it? Is it like pick up in a couple weeks or?
Well, we can teach you the basics, but to become a proficient player could take a year,
Oh.
depending how dedicated you are to practicing.
Ooh. That's a lot of work.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to learn how to play violin? I could teach you how to play.
Yeah, do like road classes. That would work much better.
Yeah. Well, we can start you on the lute. That might be a bit more your speed.
What are you talking about?
Well, lutes are easier. They have frets.
You have frets?
Yeah. They're like little bars on the side, so you know
I
where
don't
your
know
finger
that.
is.
Oh. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm going to go
Morelli
sit
is
down.
literally holding out a lute to like show you.
I'm gonna pluck one of the strings.
It's kind of out of tune. Lorelli hasn't played it in a bit.
Dang.
Sounds very nice.
I need to tune it. I've been playing the mandolin for a bit now, so. Lorelli's just like you look in the bag of holding, and it's just got a bunch of instruments in there.
It's a whole
Lorelli-
drum set.
Basically, I think Lorelli has like 3. Oh no, Lorelli just on her person is carrying 3 instruments. Because She has the lute, the rhythm maker's drum, and the Cainith mandolin all equipped, so just covered in instruments.
You look like one of those one-person bands.
Pretty much.
Oh, and I can sing. There once was a sad little goblin who had a broken broom. When he
Great
went
job,
anywhere, it would
Mixie.
wobble in the air, and his heart would be filled with gloom.
The
Anyway, I
the,
won't
the
steal more.
woman's like, I'll check if Master is ready. Master Carr is ready to see you, and she can sort of like she's wincing and going to the door and popping her head in.
Lorelei tries to play some music to try to make it sound a little bit better. I feel like Mixie might actually be singing in tune. It's just a goblin tuning method.
I have a feeling Nixie never learned how to sing, actually. But apparently knows the lyrics to this song, whatever song this is.
I mean, I like it. Good song.
I obviously lifted it from somewhere.
So yeah, the woman pops her head in, and then she actually swings the door wide open, and this uh, elven woman walks out and looks at the group and is like, "Oh, I see. There's Master Carr has a large audience to come visit him. Not unusual." And then she just heads off, and the woman says, "Well, you may enter."
Thank you.
Alrighty.
So it's a large office, many books, a few more instruments hanging on the wall, and there is this human male, probably late 40s, early 50s. He stands up and introduces himself as Master Carr, and he asks, "How can I help you?" And he looks. He can see where Rowley's. He's sort of talking to Rowley because Rowley's got all the instruments hanging off of her.
Yeah. Well, we are on, as you might be able to tell, we are a group of adventurers on our way to Deepwater at the moment, and I I was able to teleport us here. However, I don't have the ability to teleport us to Deepwater.
The doctor.
And we were told that you might be able to help us in securing some form of transport there.
I Deepwater is quite far away, but I have traveled there in past to help with examinations and stuff at the Bard School there, or one of the Bard colleges there. Um, let me try to contact the master there and the dean there, and perhaps we can make an arrangement. This might take a little while. He's quite busy. Well, Deepwater is quite a busy place. If you'd like to come back in an hour?
I think that would be fine.
Very reasonable.
Is it Master Emily is the head of Deepwater College?
Master what?
Emily? You've got Master Emily and Master Carr?
I don't get that reference.
Emily Carr, University of the Arts.
Oh. Fair enough. And yeah, so
Deep artist pull, sorry.
Yeah, so they let you. They show. Well, you know the way out.
Yeah.
Once you get to the stairs, and where do you want to go next?
I guess we could just find a tavern to hang out at for an hour.
Yeah.
Get some lunch.
Okay.
Try to keep a low profile.
Yeah, I want to see what the status of Sarah Pion is right now.
Yeah,
Because last time it was getting like very militaristic.
It would be good to take a quick look around.
When you do go to the main entrance, there are like a couple tougher looking people, but they seem to be students or employees of the school, standing by the door, and they seem to be like guarding it or screening who's coming in and out of the building. But they let you out, and they say, oh, we didn't see you come in.
Teleport.
Back door.
Oh, okay, you use that way. Will you be coming back today?
No,
Yes,
we'll take the roof.
we have an appointment or a return appointment with Master Carr in about an hour.
Oh, okay. He goes to like this little desk.
Oh no, they're gonna
It's
make us
kind of
take a
altar.
ticket.
Yeah, basically he counts the number of you and takes these lanyards, but they're on like leather strings and little chips, and he says, please carry these so that when you return, you can enter.
Of course.
And yeah, so you do that arrangement, and you step onto the street, and you do still notice there's a heavy presence of the church guard on the streets. Not, it's just like they are walking back and forth, and every couple blocks you look up and down the street, and like every couple blocks there's a pair of them on the corner, and people are sort of just, Seraphine before all this stuff happened, and people were much more open and laughing and talking, but it seems more people are just okay, I gotta go get this. They go to that store, and they're not just hanging around anymore. They're just seem to be just doing things in a more direct manner.
Everyone's kind of trying to keep low profile.
Yeah, it's just everybody's tense.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll.
Yeah.
Do we want to actually?
You would know a tavern nearby.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Have you imposed an alcohol ban?
Nope.
Sorry.
Good.
All right.
So yeah. So you go in, and it's not too busy. I mean, it's still, it's late morning, but it's not super busy. And you think that's maybe due to the just the way the town's being run now.
Greg, I've got the musical instrument for you. Bartender, we need 10 wine glasses with different amounts of beer in them.
Bartender looks like, that'd be a gold.
Okay, here you go.
And the serving person brings over 10 glasses, and they try to pour out from a pitcher, like varying amounts of volume in the 10 glasses.
That's perfect. And Macy will dip a finger in and then try and make the glasses sing.
And okay, make a perception check.
Sure. Looks like 13.
Okay. You're like trying one glass, and you sort of get a note out of it, and you move your hand to the next one, and you notice like it's got a chip on the rim of the glass, and it's like, well, like you almost cut yourself, but you managed to take your hand away in time.
Excellent. This is the challenging glass.
And,
Hard note.
Yeah, and then but the other ones are okay. So like,
Now you try, Greg.
okay.
Does he shatter the glass?
Yeah,
Might.
Just make a strength roll
Okay. Uh-oh.
or dexterity, whichever is better for you.
That'd just be 15
Okay.
strength.
Yeah, you like takes a while for you to get figure out the pressure. It's like, and you're like, what?
Would
My
that
hands are
even
made of
work
metal
with metal?
too.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like you're rubbing your finger, but it's not. It's sort of like just sliding really easily.
Oh, well, maybe that's not the instrument for you. Oh, well. And Macy goes on and plays for a bit.
Just making the worst screeching noise as metal scrapes on
Oh.
glass.
Yeah.
The serving person is like, do any of you, do you want anything else, or is just
I would love just like a beer and a sandwich.
okay? Do you want?
More sandwiches.
I guess
said,
sandwiches.
Do you want an MLT, mutton lettuce tomato?
That sounds wonderful.
Maybe 2 for Alistair.
Okay.
No, it's fine. I don't drink or eat.
Oh, okay.
Dude,
Wait,
what do you live for?
Wait, hold up.
What do you mean you don't drink or eat?
Wait a minute.
Even I drink beer.
I said I don't drink. What do you mean?
No, you said you also don't eat, which.
Yeah, sorry. I mean, I don't eat before, like, evening and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Huh? You lost me.
I mean, I guess I don't need to eat either, but I still want to.
Yeah. So she brings back a platter of sandwiches and some vegetables on it, cucumbers. Something starts like skittering off the plate, and she's like, "Oh damn!"
Mixie tries to
Sorry
catch it,
about
eat
that.
it. Mixie tries to catch it, and if successful, eats it.
Okay. Well, I mean, she already smacked it, but there's this like crushed carapace,
Oh,
on
I don't know if I
the
want it when it's
table.
pressed. It has to be pretty fresh.
and she like pulls out a cloth and wipes it up. Sorry about that. We've had a slight infestation lately.
Oh, well, if you find any more, let me know. They're pretty tasty.
Oh, okay. I mean, if you want to go to the kitchen, you could probably find some.
Maybe later, and starts playing horrible sounds again.
Okay.
Or at least just tries to eat a sandwich painfully, trying to ignore the awful noise.
There are breaks because Mixie's also eating.
How is Mixie still acting like, well, in some ways a child, or still like acting adult like?
No, I'm in disguise. So I'm in disguise as a goblin with
Okay.
a robot and a minotaur.
Very important part of this, guys.
There, there's a few people at another table, and one of them gets up and is walking towards your table. It's a human, but they're not like guard or anything. They just look like a regular citizen. And they sort of lean over and they sort of talk to Julio. How much can I pay you for him to stop singing? They offer like a couple of silvers. This is for your goblin friend there. This has been a wonderful performance, but yeah, if they could stop soon.
Each evening, just as he would leave the ground.
Here,
Mixie,
have
do you
a
want to kill some
sandwich.
bugs in the back? I think we could be a great service to these people.
Okay, I can do that. Mixie takes a sandwich and goes off into the back.
I feel so bad for Lorelli just because she has such big ears. The sound capture for this must be awful.
Okay, so yeah, Mixie ends up in the kitchen, and the serving woman says, "Oh yeah, they seem to like the bugs. I'm not sure why, but and so yeah, Mixie, like they show, well, you have to be quick, but like if you move that little shelf there, they often are there. We're not sure what they are, but they just keep coming back."
Hey, what are you cooking? I think you should add some paprika to that.
They say, well, okay. I never thought of that.
Mixie pulls out a bottle of paprika and a bottle of something else that goes well with whatever they're cooking, and hands it over. Yeah, I'd say maybe just like a teaspoon of each.
They give it a try, and they mix it in, and they like taste it, and then that does make it better. They
I'm
thank you
gonna
for the advice.
I'm gonna go find some bugs, and puts the paprika back.
Okay. So yeah, you move the shelf, and there's like these are just like some sort of beetle, and with a red carapace on the back, and so you see like a number of them skittering on the on the ground, trying to get away from trying to find another hiding spot.
I try and grab a couple, and if there's a handy pot, I'll dump them in there.
Okay. Um, yeah, you can grab a couple. They're trying to nip at you. You can feel them pinching on your skin, but they're not breaking your skin. And the one of the cooks is like, "You got one. What are you doing with that? What are you going to do with it?" And
Well, first of all, I got to find out if they're poisonous, and if they're not poisonous, then maybe we can make a soup.
they they say, "Well, no, the what do you call them? The pest guy said that they're not poisonous. They're just really hard to kill or get rid of all of them."
Well, that's good. That means you've got a ready supply of them for whenever you need to make more soup.
Well, if that's what you want to do, they show you. Well, you can see where all the pots and pans are.
And Macy will spend the next 30 minutes or an hour collecting bugs, making soup.
I mean,
It actually doesn't smell so horrible, but it ends up being a pot full of bug parts.
Well, you got to strain some of them out.
Like shellfish and prawns.
Exactly.
Gotta pick them apart first.
The
I like the
cooks
idea
are
that-
not willing to taste it.
Okay, well, Macy enjoys it.
I like the idea in the other room. Everyone's just eating in silence from the piece.
yeah.
Uh,
You hear a random smack in the back. I'm like, okay.
hmm. I've asked.
So if you're staying there for a little bit, at one point, a couple church guard do come in and they scan the room, and they actually come up to your table and says, "Look at Raleigh. Hey, what do you play?"
I play a few things: lute, mandolin, drums.
You are you performing later?
No, I'm sorry. We're only in town for a little while.
Oh, what business do you have in town?
We're seeking passage to deep water.
It's a long way to go. Well, hopefully you can find someone that will help you.
Thank you.
Macy has picked up their song in the back room again.
Oh no.
Ears are twitching.
Well, at least long distance now.
And then the guards leave. They looked younger.
Okay.
You don't think well, they might have heard stories about you, but they probably don't know what you look like, or can't put your face to those stories.
I'm not sure why I'm nervous. They're not exactly a threat to us anymore.
No.
You never know. Dozens of them might be.
Yeah, let's not make our presence known.
Yeah, as I assume about an hour has probably passed by this
Yeah,
point. Yeah.
So like the serving woman's like does offer others like the goblin here has made some soup. You're welcome to try it. It's free.
I looked it
Free.
up. Silkworm soup is actually a thing.
Oh.
So actually, there's a few different kinds of insect-based soups out there. It seems
Well, I mean,
not entirely unprecedented.
yeah, I think like parts of Asia. I mean, they just roast insects like and serve them. And people just eat them like popcorn.
Apparently, in Taiwan, giant water bug noodle soup is a common thing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I would do that personally, but
No.
I was just thinking it's a soup base, but yeah, I know that lots of bugs are eaten whole.
Wasn't chocolate crickets a trend a while back?
Or
Still is.
I remember
you can
that.
still get them.
chocolate covered ants.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when I was a kid, that was a thing.
Yep.
Those scorpions and the lollipops.
I cannot,
I haven't
I can't
actually had the
remember what
chance
the
to
name of
eat
that
bugs
book was.
before. I'm
It was-
sad.
When I was a kid, there was like the, I don't know, kids short novel story about the kid that was challenged to eat a worm.
Oh, how to eat fried worms or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. I would just say
I remember.
quickly.
Yeah.
All right.
This website, because like the first pull down is shop bug.
Nice. I looked up bug soup, and the first thing that came up in Google Images was from the Reddit r/shitty food porn, and the recipe below was just brown water bugs, because it was definitely just bugs in brown water in a bowl.
Okay.
It was really unpleasant.
It sounds unpleasant, yes.
All right. We have appointment with a bard professor, don't we?
Yep.
Do you have Percy with you?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's fine.
I'll take my duck. We did too much for this. I will burn Sarapaya down.
If they
Percy's gonna burn Serapion down? What?
Oh, did I cut out?
no.
I mean, it's a 1,000 thing table. I'm sure Percy possibly could burn down Sarah Pyre.
Meteor
We
strike hits town.
We make another singularity. Is the singularity still there?
Yeah, I was just thinking of that too.
Can in that hour could we have gone to try to see it?
Which one?
The like singularity that got made when one of the church people like threw a magic thing.
Yeah, it was the black hole in the middle of the street from that
Yeah.
one battle.
Wes doesn't remember, but we all remember.
No, they would have dispelled it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
And school doing its job.
Is
Why?
the hole still there?
No, you've been gone a while. I mean, they've
Oh.
repaired things and stuff. So
Okay.
Infrastructure. Ugh.
Gross. I wish they left the big hole.
I mean, at least the church is probably doing something with the taxes. We can give them that.
Ooh, they're probably hoarding them somewhere.
Probably.
Just in the black hole. They just put a facade.
Yeah.
okay, yeah. So you make your way back to the school.
Yep.
Art college.
Yeah. So the MasterCard can see you, and he says that he has consulted with the master in Deepwater, and they are willing to allow you to use their their teleport circle, but you will need to. One of you will need to, well, I will need to share the image of this circle with you.
Okay. Oh, I can't do 2 teleports in one day.
But they're willing to provide you the.
Oh, okay.
It's sort of. He asked that you just empty your mind. And,
Okay, that's
he,
easy.
He goes behind his desk and plucks out or takes off the wall a guitar, and he starts playing this song, and you can sort of sense the magical energies coming from it, and just from the harmonies and everything, and it's. Have you used detect thoughts before? Or do you have
Yes. I don't think Lorelei has it anymore, but she used to.
Okay, so you get the feeling it's sort of like the reverse. It's like instead of you being able to sense someone's thoughts, you can sort of feel like this thought being put in your head.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. and before they started all this, they said, yeah, you have to empty your mind and allow, don't resist this.
Yep.
Yeah. And so yeah, they basically play a whole song. It's a very pleasant song to everyone, well, maybe except Mixie, and.
Mixie never learned how to play or sing, but does appreciate music.
Okay. And yeah, Rallies make a wisdom save or check, just wisdom check.
Okay, I can do that. That actually is worse. Oh, 18.
Okay. Yeah, you're pretty sure you have you have the memory of the um, teleportation circle. Mastercard indicates that you'll only be able to use it once, but this memory won't last. But once you arrive there, then you'll be able to see it, and you won't need the memory. You'll make your own.
Great.
Checks out.
And he says, we do have a this afternoon we have a couple of student performances if you like to come back and enjoy them, but wish you well on your journey.
Thank you very much. I don't know. Do you guys want to see the student performances?
I mean, you need to take a long rest before doing this anyway, so we might as
I
well.
do need. Yeah. Okay. Great.
Sounds good.
Okay.
We'll just have to find a inn later.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you want to hang around the building, you do go to the recital hall, and Morelli recognizes Golda is leading one group of they're like 10 to 12-year-olds with their it's sort of like the junior symphony. So there's about 30 kids with their various instruments, and
No one's in tune. Everyone's a bit out of time.
yeah.
Perfect. I was like, oh, I've never experienced music like this before. This is something else.
And after that, the kids disperse, and Golda comes up to, well, she already acknowledged you, but
Yeah.
she comes up to Rowley and asks, like, oh, I haven't seen you in town for a while. And word sort of have drifted down, I think she knows that you're associated with Lyranus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like she knows that Lyranus is wanted, and she's just like, are you going to be safe in town?
I hope so.
Okay.
We're kind of just laying low for the night.
Okay. Do you and your friends need a place to stay if needed? I mean, we do have, I mean, the school is pretty much empty at night, so I mean, I'm pretty sure I can ask MasterCard if the group can stay in one of the classrooms or something. We don't have any lodgings here per se, but
I mean, we have our bedrolls and stuff. We could make do.
okay, yeah, they can. It would minimize your exposure. Like if you,
Yeah.
if you
That's
stayed
definitely
inside.
smarter than us trying to go find an inn.
Yeah.
We already had a close encounter with some guards earlier, so I would appreciate that.
Yes, they
And
mostly leave us alone, but we do get MasterCard is reasonably effective at keeping the church out of our affairs, but sometimes we do have to deal with them.
Of course.
But she says, yeah, so she's going to be going home soon, but she'll go talk to MasterCard, set everything up for you, and yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. She says she hopes you're safe, and if you're ever in town and once this is all resolved, perhaps we can have you and your companions and the school can have some sort of celebration.
Look, that would be great. We haven't had much downtime in a long time.
Okay.
How long has it been? I don't. We've been doing multiverse stuff, and I don't know what year it is anymore.
It's since the last time you were in town and Mixie created you guys set up that building. It's only been a few months.
Oh, okay, that's good. Like a year and a half. Okay, since we started. I I have an idea of now what the time is now.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. I'm sorry we don't have much time to socialize this trip, but we are kind of in a hurry, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I'll see if. Yeah. Anyway, she goes to talk to Mastercard, and they do set you up in a room, and some of the other instructors are sticking around. So I mean, if you want to speak and talk with them, and I don't know if Morelli wants to have a jam session.
I honestly think Lorelli is like, after the past couple all the dungeon crawling we've been doing, I think she is just like unwraps kind of her hands and her fingers are just terribly blistered from playing like mandolin constantly. It's just like I actually need a break.
Okay. Fair.
In the middle of the night, Maxie puts on a black costume and goes and finds the warehouse.
Okay. Um.
No need to do an update as the visits.
I mean, I want an update.
Fair enough. Maxie will report whatever Wes tells me.
Yeah. Basically, make a couple stealth checks.
Sure. First, I have to find my character.
Okay.
It's a good start.
Step one, it's important.
$18 and $16. Very bad rolls.
You're fine, but you do notice as you're sneaking around and making your way to the warehouse that there's barely no one on the streets except for church guards that are patrolling.
Interesting. Okay.
And you do see like a couple, probably just people leaving the tavern too late, or leaving the tavern, getting hassled by the guards, but they do get released to go wherever they were going. But you can sort of just sense that, it's not a happy town right now.
When Macy gets back and reports this, says, we really need to do something about this as soon as we can.
Yeah. And the kids are doing okay. But they do say that they do have to be careful. There's a lot of scrutiny with the city guard, and that at the church itself, there's definitely been a crackdown on any other religious aspects, and there's been a lot of priests wandering around and trying to convert people and dissuade people from practicing any other religion.
No surprises.
Yep. Basically more of the same.
Maxie plots some plans with the kids to make more profit and then heads back to the Bard's College.
They are very happy to see you, but they understand that you can't stay long.
Yeah.
So, Greg, were you with us when we concocted this insane plan?
I don't think so.
So basically, what happened was when we were around the city with Lear, in order to try to make it so, because Lear refused to hide the sword for whatever reason, that was the one thing that would get us spotted by the church. Our genius plan was, first, Lorali made an incredibly catchy song called the Ballad of Lyrinus Dianor
Uh-huh.
that specifically centered around the sword. We then hired a bunch of street urchin children in a abandoned factory that we found to start making wooden prop versions of the sword, so that we could then sell the sword for a profit, so that kids could live a good life, and B, have there be a million copies of Lear's very obvious sword floating around town, so that it would be harder to spot us. But of course, as soon as we established this, we left town and haven't been back for months.
Right.
And then the sword changed.
Yeah, so it's not even the same sword anymore.
What?
Yeah, that'll probably be part of the plan. Sword version B.
Yeah,
Oh.
they don't even know what sword they're looking for anymore.
Mixie does see that the kids have made some sort of like, what do you call it? Like a template, and like you can basically if you what do you call that? A stencil. They made a
Okay.
stencil, and so that like they just run paint over it quickly, and it's like this stylized sword, and it says it's like LD under it, and like, so you
Efficient.
do notice, you do notice the graffiti on as you're walking around town.
Wait, have we started a revolutionary movement? What is
Well, I think we already did, really.
Yeah, we kind of did.
You're going to invent
Oops.
Toys R Us at this
Yeah.
point.
And while you guys were like went to the tavern and back, you did see like the church guard, a couple of church guards standing over, like looked like maybe people, prisoners, or just anyways. They were trying to remove or paint over these graffiti.
Damn.
So it's like there's a constant back and forth between people making graffiti and people cleaning graffiti.
As long as the people cleaning the graffiti aren't urchins being forced, Makes just moves on.
It's so funny. Can't believe out of hand this game has gotten over time.
All because Lear wouldn't use a sheath.
Yep.
Absolutely refused.
Wouldn't use a sheath. Wouldn't hide the sword. We offered
Wouldn't
to make
put it in a
wooden
box.
sheath. Wait. Fuck it. Soul Silver was the one who didn't want to be put in the sheath. The sword was evil. The sword was the bad guy all along.
Absolutely.
Fucking hate that sword.
All Lyra had to do was embrace it, become the paladin of the Church of the One True God, and the whole campaign will be totally different.
Yeah.
Wait till Sandy arrives.
What?
The camel revolution.
Oh, right.
Ooh, animal rights. Let's go.
It's straight up. That is straight up a One Piece plot point. Like
Oh, do you-
Camel Revolutionary. That is actually from One Piece.
I know Juliet would never give up Percy, but we should leave Percy with the urchins.
I don't
I
want
would
to
be-
leave Percy with a bunch of children.
Might burn down the warehouse.
It would be it burn down the whole city, probably.
We gotta find an artificer to make the egg launcher.
Yep.
Right? We never got Dilly to make it. Dang it.
Oh, what was it called? Anyways, in another group I was playing, there was a goose hydra. They were
Oh no.
they were going through
That's
a water
terrifying.
area, and they saw a giant goose, but then as they got closer, the head sort of split off, and it had a giant goose with multiple heads.
It's the Magic the Gathering card. There's a Goose Hydra.
I think that's the picture I used. Yeah.
And geese
That's
are they're pretty mean.
Yeah, I
Yes,
wouldn't.
they are.
A Goose Hydra
They're
is actually very scary.
Yes.
Well, only the Canada goose ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Domesticated geese can also be pretty nasty. I don't want any of them.
Okay, yeah. So in the morning, like nothing happened during the night. In
Yeah.
the morning, you have another egg, and
Can Lorelli do the egg?
Go for it.
Shouldn't we make an omelet?
Roll the dice. Roll the dice.
It's just a D100, right?
no, it's 1,000.
1,000.
1,000. All right.
000.
Yep. I'm just googling it. 423.
Ooh. Let's see. Let's see.
Egg, 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 egg.
426.
423.
Okay.
26 is something big.
Yeah.
No, 426 was a bunch of skeletons appear. 423. Yeah, so you crack the egg, and everybody's. Well, Raleigh feels something on their left shoulder, and everybody else sees this mean-looking rat about to bite Riley's ear.
You have a spot on your shoulder. Larry.
Ah!
Yeah, so Riley feels this nip at the ear, but it didn't successfully bite hard enough. And it's still on your
Broke your
shoulder.
teeth.
Just
Fireballs.
Yeah, Lorelai's just gonna grab the rat and throw it.
Okay.
Makes you catch it.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Right.
Mixie catches the rat.
So Mixie's got a rat in their hands.
So I have a grappled rat.
Yes, you have a grappled rat, and it's squirming in your mouth, and it's trying to like swing its head so it can bite you.
Okay, I'll knock it unconscious. We'll save that for later. We'll have dinner.
unconscious.
You have a knocked out rat with you.
Here, do you want to stick it in the bag? So
Sure,
it
why not?
asphyxiates?
Yeah, I mean it'll keep that way. So sure, let's do that.
Yeah.
Poor little rat.
Oh my gosh.
Little do we know, this is a rat of many things.
Oh no, the cycle.
We
Oh, no.
can't.
If you roll the right combination of eggs, yeah, the world just gets destroyed.
Yeah, I bet.
um,
I love the eggs. It's such a good mechanic. I love it so much.
Literally broke an egg and almost got bit by a rat. Worth it.
you do see the well, you do hear noises, just activity happening in the building. If anybody,
I think Lorelai would try to get us out before things get up, so we don't endanger the people at the college anymore.
Okay.
I'm not actually bothering to do the long rest, spend another spell slot. I'm just going to keep it spent.
Yeah. Yeah. So you. Oh, Mastercard would have given you a letter of introduction, just so that if you showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, what's the name of the headmaster that we're going to meet?
He's Master Zorb. Right there.
Zorb.
Great. Off to Deepwater. A place with no name in common with anywhere else.
Nope.
But water, so it won't be like Serapion and all dry.
I mean, Serapion's on the ocean. It's only kind of dry.
Yeah, so Bink, you are in a very nice room, nice tiled pattern on the ground. It matches what you remembered. And once again, there's a small ding.
Dang.
And a few moments later, the door opens, and you actually hear like a bar being removed from the door, and like clunk clunk clunk. And young, teenage boy looks in and says, "Oh, welcome. You are from?"
Serapion. We were sent by Master Car
Oh,
and given passage via Master Car and Master Zorb.
oh, okay. Do you wish to go see Master Zorb?
I think just to give a brief letter of introduction, and then
Okay.
we'll be on our way.
So he says, just follow me.
Great.
And as you exit the room, you hear instruments. You hear like from different classrooms as you pass them, different sounds and instruments and people telling stories. And you go upstairs and then you get to an office, and there the assistant isn't there yet, but the doorway to Master Zorb's office is open, and the boy knocks, and he says, I didn't get your name.
Oh, Lorali Karos.
Okay, and he introduces you to Lord Zorb. He's looks to be probably a half orc, dark skin, very short hair, elderly, as best as you can tell. Sorry, I was reminded of this joke about this. A whole bunch of people go into a tavern, and the tavern keeps species, age, pulls on the table.
Yep.
It's like cross-referencing. Okay, you're old enough.
Trying to figure out drinking age in D&D world is a nightmare.
And he, similar to Master Carr's office, there are, shelves of books and scrolls and instruments hanging from the walls, and he says, "Oh, welcome. You're the ones that Master Carr, I spoke to him about."
Yes, we are. We have a letter of introduction for you.
Oh,
From
yes.
Master
He
Carr.
sort of quickly glances. Oh, yes. What brings you to Deepwater?
We are in search of a Slad Lord. What is his name? I don't have my notebook on hand. Sorry.
Bazin Gorog.
Bazin Gorog.
Oh.
If you have any information about this person,
No, but if you go to the great library in Waterdeep, there's likely someone that can help you there.
wonderful.
And he says, I can, if you want me to send one of the students with you to navigate your way there, that I can do that.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Okay. So the boy's still standing by the doorway, and says, and he indicates to him if he can go get one of another student and he asks you, like, you can wait in the waiting area there.
Thank you very much for your hospitality.
You're welcome. We do have nightly sessions with the students, the senior students, and if you are available, you're welcome to join in.
Thank you. That might be fun. I play a style of music that is not very common in these lands.
Yes. Well,
be
we
interesting.
don't see many of your, as you steps back, looks at everybody. Yeah, we don't see assortments like this at very frequently.
Neither do we. We're a kind of scattered bunch.
And so a younger boy, he's probably only like 10 or 12, comes and he says, "Oh, you want to go to the library? Okay." And you go back downstairs, out the front door, and you realize, I mean, like, Serapine is a fairly busy town or city, but you realize that you're in a place that's like really busy. There's like people all over the streets and carts going back and forth, and it's just a busy place. And after about 15 minutes, the boy has led you to the library.
Great.
Library.
Yeah, Lorelai's just gonna let Julie out. She can see Julie out, like, vibrating. Just like, okay.
Let me in. Do I need a library card? Can I get a library card? Can I get a souvenir library card?
Yes, we do have. They're only required if you're going to be signing anything out, borrowing any materials. Otherwise, we just ask for any donation to help maintain the library.
Which is a library card? I want to buy a library card.
Oh, well, if you wish to arrange a library card, they cost 10 gold.
Deal. Julian just runs over to the desk. He's very excited.
Yeah. So they asked that you they pull out this box and they point it at you. It's got this, like the circle on the front of you, and they ask that you just okay, stand still, look this way. They press a button and you hear it just like click, zzz, and come
I'm all
back.
out of reds.
Pardon?
I'm all out of reds.
Reds.
The Discworld reference, sorry.
Oh, okay. They say if you fill out this paperwork and in about 15 minutes, your library card will be ready.
Thank you.
Was there a particular thing you have come to the library for?
We were looking for information on Phasm Gorag. Do you happen to have any information on that?
Is this a person, creature, devil?
Slad Lord.
Oh, okay. Lord. They say you should go to the ancient. Well, maybe it's an ancient deities section, and they they pull out a map, and you realize that when you came to the building, you realize it's a really big building, and then they pull out the map, and you see it's like this place that has probably about 10 floors, and each floor is really big, and she says you want to go to floor 8 and points it out on the map in this corner. The librarian in that section should be able to help you.
All right.
Sections have librarians. Wow. I've never seen a library like this.
Yeah,
Or if I die, can you bring me here?
Yeah, it's
sure.
a really big building, and you can see that. Well, on this floor, there's just study tables, and but you don't really see any books on this section, on this entry floor. I mean, but there are also a lot of doors that are obviously leading to other places.
Which floor has the microfiche readers?
Have you ever used microfiche?
No.
Okay.
I was born in 2000. I've only ever heard of it.
I think no, UBC probably still have their collection then. I think it's all been digitized since, but
I know that actually the Vancouver Public Library still actually has a microfiche reader at the downtown building.
It's cool. I mean, it's just all it is just pictures that are high, that are small, but you put it in there and it just projects it. But
I do know what it is. I'd like to use it.
Okay. So you can go to you actually, one thing that you do notice that there seems this like the woman indicates, and there's actually multiple attendants at this main desk, and she said, well, you can use the elevator or you can take the stairs. She points where the staircase is. There's actually a couple staircases.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, I'm fine with
Can we
either.
all fit in the elevator?
Pardon?
That is a good point.
Can we all fit in the elevator?
The Alistair might have to duck a bit.
Maybe Greg and Alistair should take the stairs.
It's a fair size.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stairs. It's like 8 floors of stairs.
I'm just you don't have muscles to get tired. Well, Alistair does, but I'm worried about the elevator breaking.
No, you can see it's pretty sturdy, and you sense that. I mean, it's meant to carry books up and down. So.
Okay.
And you do see actually, someone's like sorting through books and pushing this cart, or sorting them onto the cart, and it looks like it looks like Groot, but like this tree-based person. Like, figure, and they're just just sorting things onto the cart, and so they look pretty big and heavy. So
is it just a full tree and manage it?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Well, no, this is just a Groot sized.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, which version of Groot size are we talking?
Well, like the first time they see him.
Okay.
That's still pretty big, but not like a full tree.
No.
All right.
Yeah. So you gonna use the elevator? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You press the button. You see actually from one of the out from this door, um, a couple ogres come out, and they go to this big crank next to the elevator, and they start cranking it, and you see the elevator cage coming down, and it comes to your floor, um, and then one of them comes around and pulls the doors open.
Thank
And he
you.
says, "You should." Well, he looks at Alistair and Greg, and it's like, "Yeah, when you get to your floor, you should be able to get these doors open." And then they ask you to step in and just watch it. Looks at Alistair. Watch the horns. Don't get them caught.
Yep.
And then once you're all in, they shut the door, and you see him go back to the crank, and they start cranking away.
I hope they get paid well.
And you hear a kerclunk, 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 and finally you get the 8th floor.
You know, I expected it to be like a magical elevator.
Yeah, not gonna lie.
It was very deeply unmagical.
Oh, there was like a list of things like at the front desk is like no fire, no lightning, no, like a whole list of things that are prohibited in this place.
Or they just
And,
put their mandolin on her back.
violation of any of these rules will result in your expulsion and revoke your library privileges will be revoked.
Julio, make sure that Percy doesn't lay an egg here, okay?
Ah!
Diaper on the duck.
Like no salamanders allowed. Okay, so yeah, you look at the map again. They also have the map of the floor here, and you make your way back to the Lost Deities section, and there's a grizzled old woman there. Well, elf, but they look old, and maybe it's just because they worked at the library for a while.
I mean,
And, she
elf
looks up.
looking old is impressive.
She looks up and how may I help you?
Hello. We were sent here from the desk downstairs. We're looking for information about a slad lord named Bazim Gorag.
Oh. Let me a slad, did you say?
Yes.
Okay. She just thinks about it and she's flipping through a book and oh, I see. Mishkar might know about that more, or which books for you to look at. Just wait a moment. I'll have to go find him.
Hey.
And so she's just like, yeah, you can stay here or you can look around, and it'll take me a few minutes to find him in the stacks.
Is there one of those card things? Card looking under S for slad.
Yeah. She goes, so she gets up from her desk and she tells a colleague that she's going to go look for Mishkar. And she wanders off into the stacks.
Salad, salamander, salient.
If I can, while we're waiting, Julie's gonna try to find any information about Once You God under O.
Okay. Oh, I mean, you can. Yeah, you find a. Well, if you ask one of the other people, they say, "Oh yes, they seem to be very popular in the Serapion region, but not very influential around here. What type of information are you looking for?"
That's a great question. Uh, General information, anything about early days would be really cool if you have.
Um, I don't know if you remember, but Thoth had expressed information about the brothers Ephnician and Nisian, and so
Yeah.
the one true God is a
Did we ever
incarnation of
get the one
Ephnician.
true god's? Did we ever get the one true god's name?
You think it's Ephnician?
Okay, so that was
Yeah.
one.
Right. Let's look at
Um,
that one.
Alistair does ask the guy, "You got any information on burial rites associated with the one true God religion?"
sorry, what was the first part?
You got any books about burial rites associated with the one true God religion?
Oh, burial rites.
Yeah.
Well, we'd probably have books on burial rites. If you give me a moment, I can cross-reference things.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay. While he's flipping through books and looking through a card catalog, and the woman comes back, and there's this strange short figure with them, probably like Mixie's height, but they got this humongous head. It's like 2 or 3 times bigger than you would expect, and they have like these squinty glasses, and he says, "How can the lady here said you're looking for something about Slad?"
Yes, looking for information on a Slad lord named Bazm Gorag.
Ah, yes, yes, yes. And he sort of sits back, and you see his like eyes roll, and then he says, "Ah, here. Um, what I have on Bazm Gorag, and I'll put this in chat eventually for the notes, is that he is a Slad Lord, very powerful, also known as the Firebringer. My understanding, my recollection, and I can find you the appropriate tome if you need to uh, get more details, is that he was summoned here by um, some wizards a long time ago that had set up in an ancient Netheril um, stronghold. And
I think we knew that bit, the
yeah,
wizard bit.
Yeah.
yeah. So the Netherese are this ancient race of, well, not race, but culture of wizards that had floating islands, but something happened and their islands all crashed, and that they were, well, he's not exactly sure what they were working towards, but they got attacked by um, Harska. He was a troll warlord who came from the south side of the spine of the world. Spine, and he explains, if you had weird looks on your faces, he said the spine of the world is a mountain range in the north. To the north of it is the Icewind Dale, and a cold Arctic region, and but south of that, the south side is still rough terrain and everything. But the Troll Lord led his army out from the mountains and wreaked havoc in the plains beyond. And one of the targets was the temples, well, the stronghold of these wizards. They could not fend off the army, and they basically summoned Bazim Gorag to deal with them, promising him great reward. And he says his understanding is that, Bazim Gorag waded through this army and decimated it and caused it to flee. But then the wizards reneged on their deal, and Bazim Gorag started, well, going after them, and so after killing a few of these mages, they banded together and in cooperation with, and he's not sure who he got or who they managed to cooperate with, but they managed to cast a very strong binding spell, which imprisoned him in their keep. And but by that time there was, yeah, the mages kept him there, but over time, once again, the trolls, um, over the next century or so, their forces grew again, and they waded out into the plains again, and this time the wizards had no one to call upon. Bazangorag refused to help them because, well, they imprisoned him, and they were wiped out. But as far as he knows, Bazam Gorag is still imprisoned in that keep because one of the wizards, well, the wizards that imprisoned him there, they knew the conditions for his release, and he understands that there are Bazam Gorag's followers um, have been seeking the mechanism to release him, and they may be working with powerful wizards from throughout these lands. And it's
And
also our understanding that over time, Bazam Gorag, he's just been stuck in this place, and so he's not at full power, and that his followers have been searching items to help release him, and once he is released, to allow him to regain some of his lost strength. And one of those items would be the Cauldron of Brawn.
Julio, do you know
So
how to reverse the polarity on a spell? Maybe we could reverse the polarity on his prison. Make the inside the outside. Maybe that was too deep. I don't know.
Why would we want to? We shouldn't release him though. He's a slad.
He's been unfairly imprisoned. We need to release him.
so yeah, he, Mishkar understands that he's developed Bazem Gorek has developed a strong following, and he has followers that have been seeking the Cauldron of Brawn, and not they haven't been too brazen in their attempts throughout the region, but they they are a threat, not to Deepwater, but just the villages and cities towards the spine of the world there. Is there anything else you would like to know? That's about all I can recall, but like as I said, I can try to find some of the records.
Have you been hiding any information from them about where the pieces of the Cauldron of Brawn are?
No, his the rumors are that his followers have found a piece, and it is with Basm. Uh, the other thing is that what he understands is that the entrance way to his, in, well, where he's being held, um, has been unbarred. Well, like whatever doorway and everything has been taken down, but the magics of that space don't allow him to leave. But his followers can come and go tend to him, and so his understanding and the rumor is that they have a piece of the cauldron and are seeking the other pieces.
And then is that prison flying island? I think the name was Ilveron is what I had in my notes.
Yes, that
Okay.
Mishkar says yes. That sounds correct.
Okay. And then do you have any idea where that might be? Or any tomes that would know?
The location of the Ilverin,
Yes.
somewhere by, well, not, I mean, based on the description of the battle and where the trolls came out of and the plane, he has a general idea of the what the region, but I mean, he's never traveled there. But you might, as you travel north and seek out or find people that have explored the area or have traveled in the area, they might, from those few vague landmarks, they can probably guide you better to where the citadel or the stronghold is.
Okay.
Great.
Do you have any maps that we can use as reference for those areas?
Yes, I mean he can show you maps of the areas, well, where the spine of the world is and the area south of it, and if you that's on a different floor, but he can definitely write you a note to show to the librarian there, and they can help you find those.
Great.
Perfect.
Should we maybe just try to go buy a map so we have one to take with us?
Yeah, while we're in town, we can.
Can't you use your library card to borrow a book with a map in it?
Finding on a map that's never going to get back here.
Well, I mean, are you saying this all out loud, or just whispering it, or talking amongst
Well, that was
yourselves?
Mixie says that completely out loud because they're like, isn't that what it's for?
Uh, only certain items are allowed to be checked out, but he says that we do have a copying service, so if there is a map that you need reproduced, it would take a day, but and for a small sum, we can make one that's not, it won't be perfect like, from out of the book, but it will provide you the relevant details.
One more question. Would you know if that troll lord is still powerful in the area or lurking?
He does not know, but if you talk, well, he says that if you get closer to that region, there's probably adventurers or rangers and druids and people that live in the area that would know. What he does know is that there are troll tribes in the mountains still, and there are still other or trollkin and troll allies that live in the mountains, and they haven't stormed the area in a long time. And it's sort of a thing that happens every couple decades. The trolls breed enough, and a leader comes forth and sends them down into the plains, and they wreak havoc. I mean, there's also rumored to be a couple dragons that live in the mountains in the spine of the world, and there's our he does say there are many Goliath tribes in the mountains, so and they are better keepers of the lore for that region, so if you found a Goliath from that region, they might be able to help you more. I'm just gonna buy a break. I'll be back.
Nicky.
Me too.
Not having Nikki is so stressful because I actually have to take notes.
Yeah.
We have the video recording, maybe.
Yeah, that helps a lot.
Presidential alert, the girls are fighting.
Oh no! Fighting over the pillow. Ooh.
Oh. Fight's over. I guess Zelda's asserted her dominance again. Look at this cat. Cat.
It's interesting because when I'm running a game, I'm never sure if somebody is taking notes or not. So I'm not sure how many notes I need to take to sort of prompt the party next time we show up.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
I have been trying to take more notes. The problem is I keep splitting them between post-it notes and an actual like journal.
Stick them in the journal.
I need to do that.
Yeah, I used to just do names, but then it's also the same sheet that I did my battle information on,
Oh no.
so everything got very confusing very quickly. So I got a new notebook, and I'm trying.
Nice.
Yeah, so Mishkar's asked if you have any other questions. He's, but it's, like he said, that's about all he can recall, and he can look up books and stuff that might have better, a little bit more detailed history of the battle between Baz and Gorak and the wizards.
Yeah, I don't think there's any more specific questions that I have.
Okay. He said, "Well, yeah. I mean, I work here, every day, so you can, if anything comes to mind, you can come back and ask."
Julio, do you think they have any books on Creole fish etouffee?
Mixie, I think that's just the swamp thing.
But they must have it here too.
Mishkar is like, what is that?
Oh, it's like a stew made with fish, and you're near the ocean.
He says that on floor 6 there's a whole where all the cooking books and everything are.
If everybody is patient enough, makes you will in fact go and spend hours there.
I mean, we need map info, so
Yeah.
like
Okay, so you're getting a map while Makesy goes and looks at recipes for a long time.
Deal.
sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, so if Mixie goes down to that floor, they do direct you to the recipe books, and they ask, well, they're trying to figure out what kind of cooking you're doing. They also ask, like, where are you from?
Oh, I'm from. Actually, where am I from?
Well,
What's the
the
name of the town?
same world as Raleigh, so
Yeah,
uh,
I'll just name the town
yeah.
and the area, and they'll be like, yeah.
Do we have a name
but
for our world? I don't know if we ever
no,
got
I never
one.
gave you one.
The
But
swamp.
they like, so you, is it, yeah, I mean, if you describe it as swamp based cooking, they say, well, we have, well, there is a swamp region in our world here. We're not exactly sure where you're from, but maybe the same, what you call it,
It
flora
doesn't
and
need to be
fauna
the.
exist.
It doesn't need to be the same. I mean, there's lots of things to learn about cooking.
Well, do you like, what style? Like, do you like spicy food or breads, or like, what kind of cooking are you interested in?
Well, I don't like spicy food, but some of my friends do, and Larry always said that my food was way too spicy.
No,
Well,
Lorali didn't. It was Lear.
Lyridus
Yeah.
always said my cooking was way too spicy, so I'm not sure.
Do you want to bake soups, cooking meats, barbecue?
Yes, yes, yes. Just point me in the right direction. I'll go look at the books.
Okay, well, she takes you to the soup section, yeah, the hearty soups section, and like, there's like dozens of books in this section. You notice you're looking at the books, and it's like some aren't in the language you recognize, but then some of them are in the language you recognize, and And she says if you need any translation services, we can provide that. It would usually if our service it would take it by next day. We can provide you a translated version.
Makes will just concentrate on the books that they can understand because there's so many
Yeah.
books.
Are those strawberries? Okay. I couldn't tell. I just see a red thing in your hand. It's like a tomato, a strawberry, a cherry.
Just eating whole tomatoes one bite at a time.
God.
You
I
guys don't eat. You guys don't buy whole beefsteak tomatoes and eat them like apples.
Oh,
I have a hard time biting through the skin.
I'm not a big
almost
fan
as bad as eating onions like apples. Come on.
of onions.
Oh.
That would I. I've heard of people who do that. It's insane.
Well, when I don't know if you read Holes. I mean that
I do.
happened.
I have.
Yeah,
I do
it's
know
like
holes, but
when they did that,
holes.
it's like oh well, I guess you were that hungry.
I feel like eating a whole onion wouldn't even make you less hungry. It would just make your stomach hurt.
I'm not a big fan of beefsteak tomatoes in general, so I wouldn't really want to eat a whole one. But
Me neither. I don't. I do like tomatoes, but I don't like.
but
I typically don't eat anything but like cherry tomatoes plain.
Mm.
but a big Roma tomato just bitten into like three pieces is that's also pretty good.
That could be. Yeah, that would be good. Put a bit of salt and pepper on it.
I'll do it without.
True. Yeah, it's just nice with it.
There's a book. I think it's called Tomato Land, and the is some investigative reporter. He was following this truck once, like a farming truck, and these red things were bouncing out of it, and they just bounced on the ground. And he's like, "What are those?" It's like he thought they were apples, so he stopped his car and went and to check, and he picked it up, and like there were tomatoes, and he says like, "What the hell kind of tomato like survives falling out of a truck at 60 miles an hour?" And so like
Gee.
so he just like went down this whole rabbit hole of agricultural tomatoes and what how they're grown to be able to get to market, and it's like yeah, and that's why they're so tough. Some of the ones he saw.
And that's pretty across the board true for a lot of fruits or most things that in order to bring it to market, it's technically not even ripe yet. They pick it before ripening it or before it's ripened and freeze it and then let it like thaw and ripen.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
like bananas.
it only partially ripens, which is why a lot of grocery store stuff tends to not be particularly sweet or like flavorful.
Mm.
Fun
Okay,
fact.
so Mixie's lost in the soup section. Um, and actually make a roll a d10.
A D10.
Be attacked by the bookworm.
Ah,
It's spelled with a Y. It's a dragon that lives in the library.
I'm
9.
making a shirt about that right now, actually.
So in the ninth book, you start flipping through. You realize that it has scents in it, and
Mm.
you realize that it has like scratchiness in it.
Excellent.
Yo.
That would actually be great for a cookbook.
It's supposed to smell like this, and makes people go,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah.
what I cook never smells like that. I wonder what I'm doing wrong or right."
Smells like unseasoned boiled chicken.
British cooking.
Boiled sandwiches.
Mmm. Jellied eel.
Yeah. In terms of if you're going off to the map section, um, and you're indicating you're looking for the spine of the world, they direct you that, and it's like, well, I don't know if you've ever been to the library and looked through the map books and the map drawers and stuff like that, and so, um, yeah, so some of them are like big atlases, like 2 by 3. You got to put it on the table and open them carefully, and then there are drawers full of maps and scrolls and maps, and the assistant spends like 10 minutes pulling out various things for you, and yeah, you can start looking through them. Um, at one point, you do notice that there. Well, actually, can someone make a perception check? Because you're sort of focused on the looking at the materials.
Yeah,
Nat
sure.
20.
Okay.
Never mind.
That one. We're giving each other out.
Julio's
seems
sort of like
at-
her nose
That
is
fe-
glued to the
that
page.
feels right.
Yeah, this checks out.
Morelli notices that there's you see like half a dozen gnomes uh, come onto the elevator, and they all have orange bibs on,
Oh, great.
and
Okay.
they're dragging a bunch of stuff with them into a back room, and they're talking excitedly.
They're orange gnomes or
No,
No, they're wearing
gnomes
orange
wearing
bibs.
orange bibs.
oh, orange bibs. Sorry.
They're from Gnome
What are the
Depot.
gnomes doing? Yeah, what are they doing?
Lorelli will go investigate. Try
Okay.
to quietly open the door a little bit.
You see them setting up some sort of um, uh, well, not it's like scaffolding, but just like over like there's a big table, um, and then they set up like a framework around it, and they're like assembling some sort of device on top, and then you see that there's a bunch of quills or ink jars and quills and maybe pens on a table, and they're a couple of them are like working on this thing up top. It's got this round opening and lenses, like maybe a magnifying lens or something, and one of them there's actually one half of the table has a scaffold, and the other half of it has a thing, some sort of contraption that holds the pens, a couple of the pens, and there's wires going back and forth between the two, and one of them says, one of them's like makes their way towards the door. It's I'll get one, and do you get out of the way or?
Yeah, Lorelli will
Okay.
try to
They
like
sort of
hide.
just brush past you, and they're really not paying attention to you, and you see him like just take a few steps, comes back with a big map scroll, and they lay it on the table, and
The map copying.
yeah, and then they put some weights on the corner of it, and then you see one of them, he's concentrating on a spell, and then he transfers some energy into the side that's got the lens and is looking down on the map, and you see a couple of the pens dip in ink, and then they start drawing the map.
That's so cool.
But then halfway through, something goes wrong, and like you hear a poof, and like one of the ink bottles explodes and covers them in ink, and smoke comes out from the device. And you see like one hiding in the corner, like has been taking notes the whole time. Is like he looks up, well, it's like he's splattered in ink, but he's still continuing. Anyway.
Oh, on Scion ink.
Uh-oh.
And and there's like, and they're all like, and then the one that cast the original spell like casts like just like thaumaturgy. Or anyways, he casts a cantrip, and they all the room starts cleaning up.
Prestidigitation is the cleaning one.
Prestidigitation, yeah, and then they say, okay, and they look at one of them and say, okay, I'll go get more. And you see a couple of them come out of the room and start running down the stairs.
All right. I think Lorelli gets the gist of what's happening in there. Lorelli will go back to the table and try to start retuning her lute again.
Okay. Can Julio or whoever is helping Julio make an investigation check?
Investigation.
I think Lorelli will be giving the help action. Well, you've also got familiar, I guess, Percy for help action.
How awful Percy
This
is.
is a duck.
I don't know. Lorelli will give you the help action.
Percy is a familiar. Percy can do the help action.
Lorelli's playing lo-fi beats to study and / relax to.
18.
Okay. Um, After about an hour of looking through the maps and everything, you you do find reference to some sort of tower and maybe crashed, well, large structure in the middle of these plains, and it seems very old. And so you get an idea of where on the so the mountain range sort of goes like from east to west, but sort of like on the western side is a bit. It goes on an angle, so like southwest to northeast, um, and
Right.
the the plains that where this structure is probably towards the western side of the mountain range.
Okay.
So are we looking for the north side or the south side
South
of the
side.
spine?
The
South
north
side.
side is the Arctic side of the mountain range.
Right. Okay.
I mean, it is cold and everything as you get towards even the south side of it, but definitely the Arctic wind, icy area is north.
Okay.
And I don't have the names in them, but you get a few names of uh, villages and one town in that region.
Ooh,
You
sounds good. Hey, Lorelei, how do you think we copy this map?
Oh, Riley will kind of lean in and whisper, like, I saw that they got the gnomes from Gnome Depot doing a thing in the back room. They've got like a magic machine that makes copies.
Hey, that sounds cool.
It sounds very cool. I feel like it's kind of an impractical way to do it because you can just kind of put it up against a piece of glass that's next to like a candle and then draw on top of it. But hey, whatever works.
I mean, it'll be more accurate than Lear's, and I'll take
Yeah.
it.
I mean, the bar is on the floor for that one.
I don't know where you got
I
the
mean,
crayon.
the you do know that they have like a manual service that can copy the map for you, but that would take a day. And
Yeah.
where we could see that the gnome contraption was much quicker, but obviously also not perfected yet.
Yeah.
I'll take the chances.
Okay. Well, I guess Lorelli can
We
point
put
out the
faith
room.
in the gnomes in this world.
Yeah, Laura will just be like, it's back there.
Okay.
Yeah, they have secret tunnels in Serapion. I have faith in the gnomes.
Yeah, so if you go to the room, the gnomes are like, hello?
Hi. Uh, we need a map copied, and I heard you might be able to help us.
Oh, yes. We have our machine here that we're trying to get to work. It's almost there. Our a couple of our companions have gone to get some uh, more parts. So I mean, we can hopefully once they get back, we should be able to get this up and working. And they're like half eager, but also half like concerned that oh no, someone's actually wanting us to do this. um,
I you.
but if you want to leave that with us, if you're in the library, we can find you, or you just come back and maybe in an hour. Or if you want to
That'd be
wait,
great.
or if you just want to wait here and watch the process, you're welcome to.
Ooh, Julia will probably sit and wait because it sounds
Okay.
cool.
One of them goes to a bag and they pull out you. They pull out a Gnome Depot bib. They look at you and it's like, well, you can wear this, but it's like obviously meant for a gnome, just to protect your clothes.
Thank you.
And yeah, so you're
Lost
waiting
your
and
bib.
watching and whatever, reading a book, and the couple gnomes come back and they all confer and they make some adjustments and add some pieces and wires and everything, and um, they put your map on the table, and the guy they said are you able to cast spells?
Yes.
Um, yeah, Bob here is just sort of learning, so we're not sure if he's putting enough energy into here. We haven't calibrated it quite properly yet. Are you able to cast? Well, they don't say it, but the equivalent of like a first level spell.
Yes, like for the record, I was mentally preparing to burn a third level spell, and I feel like that would have overloaded the machine.
They say yeah, it's because like Bob here is like you can see like he's only capable of casting cantrips, and
If you think
yeah,
it'll help, I'm happy to try.
yeah. If you can summon the energy for one of your spells and cast it here, is like this big funnel, big glass funnel, and if you cast it here, it'll help power the machine.
Will I get kicked out? There was a sign downstairs that said no fire if I use a fire spell.
Oh, it does not just the energy of it, not fire itself.
Okay.
Yeah,
Magic missile.
yeah.
Blows up the machine.
Okay. And then I'll burn the spell level.
Okay. Yeah, so you can see like the machine starts whirring and lighting up, and the pens start moving, and the guy in the corner is taking furious notes, and Bob's like watching, and it's like sort of watch you cast a spell, and like he's like nodding, so oh yeah, she's much better than me. And after about 5 minutes, you've made a black and white copy of the map.
Oh yeah. You guys are so cool.
And and Bob says, "Oh, I can do this part," and he casts like this cantrip that is a little bit of a wind to help dry the, a little bit of a breeze is caused to help dry the ink. And yeah, they well, I mean, they say, but there you go.
Ooh.
Map.
You
All
hand me
right.
the map, I'll like give them a gold and be like, thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. And the yeah, they all gather around, and like you can see they're very happy, and they look at Bob, and it's like, yeah, I don't think we can have you doing this anymore, but now we know what to. Bob's
Oh,
like,
poor Bob.
Bob
Just-
looks a little sad. It's like,
Oh. I got Bob fired.
no, he'll just have
Sorry,
to
but
go
it's
back to
not working
restocking,
out.
restocking shelves.
Mhm.
I don't think you're right for this position.
Oh.
Just go back out of the room with the map because I can't deal with this.
And yeah, so you have a copy of the map.
Woo. Go.
What do you want to do now?
All right, where did everyone else go?
Huh? I was tuning my loot. I don't know. I stopped paying attention.
Alistair's still trying to get his book on burial rites somewhere in the
Yes,
corner.
um, they have found you a book, but because the one true God is sort of a new phenomenon, they don't have any ma- written materials on their burial rites next yet. What they do understand is that they're fairly mundane, just putting the body in the ground and saying some prayers, but they don't think there's anything unusual about it. Like no putting your pets in with you or anything like that.
Yeah,
Or having you face your body north south or.
still a worthy addition. And he takes out like a big tome out of his bag of holding, puts on like a little pair of half moon glasses, and starts like copying it down into a blank page.
That's awesome.
They
I
say,
love that. There's
would you like well they indicate there's one. You probably saw them, like there's study tables and stuff like that.
Yeah, thank you very much. He'll just do that for like 5 minutes.
And I think Nixie's still lost in the cookbooks.
Currently reading about Elaine Ducasse's cooking.
Is that Bob relation to any? I think it was Bob Dukakis.
No, he's actually a famous cook from, I guess, North America in the last century.
So, do you mean the 1900s or the 1800s?
Something. Possibly both, actually.
Yeah. So what? Yeah. I mean, you've got your map. Alistair seems to be writing in his book. Last you saw Mixie was in the cookbook section.
I guess we'll go track everyone down.
Okay.
Yeah, round everybody up. Find a place to. Actually, Julia's gonna go get her library card. I gotta go back for that. That's very important.
Yeah. They yeah, you go back and they give you this vellum piece of, well, actually, what's it, a linen cloth, or rigid linen cloth, more like canvas, I guess. A small canvas painting, and you can see your rough image of you on it, and then your information that you provided them, and then they just ask, yeah, you can just sign here. Yeah.
Library card.
So yeah, it just allows you. Well, I mean, the access to the library is typically free, but there are certain sections that you need to be a patron, and there are limited books that you can sign out. Like they have, well, basically novels and newsletters and things like that that you're allowed to check out, and common tomes the the cookbooks you could sign out. You're allowed to sign out one book at a time.
Good to know.
Things that are, you might lose, but you there is a deposit system, so that if you some of the books are free to sign out, but some of them do have a deposit system.
Nice. Ooh, that's good to know. I guess we'll get everyone and try to find a place to rest for the night.
Okay.
I'm also trying to figure out, do I even have a library card for Syrup Island? Or did I just steal Lear's?
Well, you have one for the mage library there. The
Okay.
school.
I remember Lear got one, and I couldn't remember if I paid for one or if I just took his.
Oh, as far as I remember, you did get a card.
Okay.
And
Cool.
I think I can't remember Richard's character's name. He got one too.
Oh, Zoro?
Zoro?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's funny because he'll pop up a meme on the server like once a month or so. It's like I say hi and he never responds, but it's just kind of weird that.
It's how you know he's still around.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry I'm entirely off screen. There's a very needy cat here.
You're not entirely off screen. Macy comes back to the group and is talking about Gordon Ramsay. His cooking is so boring. But De Laurentiis,
is he like
very
a
interesting
satyr?
cooking. Sorry, what was that?
Is he like a satyr? Gordon Ramsay?
Gordon Ramsay must be a satyr, yeah.
Yeah.
But De Laurentiis from Baldur's Gate, she had some pretty interesting ideas. And then Duquesne, yes, that's the cooking.
Good to know.
If as you're packing up and getting things ready to go,
Sorry, the cat bit me.
no, that's okay. The
Okay, the cats bite you?
librarian, or the front desk attendant indicates if you're looking for a place to stay, the, the watering hole is nearby, and like there's a few other establishments in that area, and the gnomes are like, oh yeah, we're going that way if you want to walk together. They
That would be
work at
great.
they work at the Gnome Depot Express. There's a main store within Deep Water, but they have a bunch of like satellite stores within town.
Cool.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I guess we'll head out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The watering hole.
Yes.
Watering hole.
So on the Albert map, I think you can see it, where the Wicker Man is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Mixie's upside down for some reason.
Pardon me?
Mixie was upside down for some reason.
Oh.
Walking on the ceiling.
That is weird. Yeah, so, well,
Right.
I'll just put, okay, this kobold is representative of a group of gnomes,
No.
and they say that they veer off that way, and they point that they're just going to drop off things, and if you want to meet at the watering hole, they point out that building to you, and as Mixie's making his way there, can you make a perception check?
Sure.
This street is huge.
Yeah.
45-foot wide street.
18. Oh, that's the wrong roll. That's not an 18. That's a 14.
Okay. Can people roll initiative? Can everybody else roll perception check?
Okay.
No.
Ooh.
9.
18.
30, 20.
Yep. 7.
Okay. A couple arrows come flying out from the roof of from up above the watering hole.
What the fuck?
And who's in front here?
Mixie was in front.
Yeah.
Why is Lear on the map?
Oh, just well, in case.
Ooh.
I guess in case.
Share
Okay,
returns,
yes.
at least I have the figure available. Looking for it. Sorry.
Ghost.
Does a 20 hit Mixie?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So, and that'll miss Rally. Next are Alistair and Julio. Wow. A bunch of arrows come flying at you, and then you notice there's these figures on the roof of these buildings. They're human-sized, wearing black clothing and hoods up, and actually they're wearing, well, they basically look like ninjas.
Mixie yells up at them. Are you ready to surrender yet?
Your aim sucks.
Yeah, they realize that. Has everybody entered their initiative?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So now we'll go to Mixie.
Okay. I guess Mixie runs up the side of the... How tall is this building?
It's about 20 feet.
Okay. So Mixie will run up the side of the building. That's just within reach, and we'll start attacking this guy.
Okay.
After asking if he'd surrender, which he didn't.
No, he does not.
At 21. And a critical, apparently.
Ouch. The 21 hits.
Okay, the 21 hits for, I guess, 11 damage. And then the critical hits for math, 14 damage.
Okay.
And then I guess, Flurry of Blows, what the heck.
Okay.
Oops, that's the wrong die. A 17 to hit,
Okay. That hits.
and a 26.
Both those hit, yeah.
Okay, so the first attack does 6 points of blood. And 6 points of necrotic, and the target is poisoned. And the second attack, 5 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. They're still up, but they don't look happy. Especially since they've been poisoned. And Greg.
I guess after being in a library all day, I'll be pent up enough to go into a rage at this point.
Okay.
All those books!
Oh! And I'll make it that far to the temple there. Move my shadow along with me. I guess I'll just take out probably a javelin, I believe, will be within range of them. And chuck that at him. Oh, that's a natural 20 on a javelin throw. Holy smokes.
Ooh.
Hit his ass.
I'm gonna kick his ass with 1d6 damage. Non-magical damage. Okay.
Woohoo!
2d6 non-magical damage.
Well, it's
Oh,
still only
a
1d6.
D6 plus
it's 6
6.
plus, yeah, 6 plus D6.
Does brutal criticals apply to thrown attacks? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh, what applies?
Brutal critical. It's a useless feature. Except
I
now.
think it would.
Melee attacks.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, no.
Yeah. Very useless. A 1! Woohoo!
So 7 plus your strength? Or
I think
Yeah, that'd
javelin
be
is
a
dex.
total of yeah.
Isn't that like 18?
7. Sorry. Yeah, that's no. Is that 7 plus 8? That would be
That's
15.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, ow.
I'll throw a hand axe.
Okay.
My second attack if I have one.
Yeah.
Does
Well, I hope at your level that you have 2 attacks.
Yeah. Yes. Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
That would be 12 damage.
What was that?
Golf clap. Sound from the soundboard.
Oh, okay. That all, Greg?
Yes.
Okay, Raleigh.
Lorelei is going to cast Big B's hand.
Mm-hmm.
Make a Big B hand. Where's hand? Hand. And is going to hop on it, and I believe it has the distance. Yep. So move. I'm gonna see if I can parent.
Going for a ride.
Yeah.
It's an
I was
expensive fly spell.
Ride the hand up here and have the hand attack this guy.
Okay.
So the hand makes an attack roll.
Oof.
It's a melee spell attack, so it has plus 11 to hit.
Nice.
Being a bard is good.
Yeah.
Does a 19 hit?
Yes.
Great. So then that's a 4d8. Let me just roll the damage there. That is 48. Fist. Yeah, okay. 17 force damage.
Okay. You see the fist hit them, but they seem to like deftly tumble a bit to soften the blow.
Oh, fun.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. So it disengages from it and then runs at you and tries to poke you.
Okay.
Probably not.
What does it get?
15?
Nope.
No. The other one stands still and shoots arrows at you. Or an arrow. Oh, he critted you.
All right. Oh my god.
Sorry, I gotta figure out the average here. Watch, I guess roll dice. Oh, nice. 65 points.
Excuse me?
Yeah, he
Sick.
critted.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
There's at
Yes.
least one competent ninja.
He critted. He got his sneak attack damage.
Lorelei is looking
Oh.
bloody.
Oh gosh, guys.
Lorelei
Okay.
is going to hellish rebuke that guy
Okay. Yeah.
for sure.
Ah!
So that's a 19 dex save.
Oh, damn.
If
19?
it fails, yeah.
What is his dex? Nope.
20 fire damage.
Okay.
I rolled really well.
Nice.
Yeah.
I almost rolled a 20, then it flipped to a 14, so damn. That's hellish rebuke. Okay, so this guy actually disengages. Actually, no, they'll just poke at you and miss. And the other guy moves around and attacks. Actually, no, they're staying still and then shooting. Does a 21 hit Mixie?
No.
Okay.
Close.
And make a perception check.
Everybody or
Just you.
okay. 19.
Oh, hold on, no, you can't do that. Never mind.
I
Okay.
can't make a perception check?
No,
Okay,
no,
I don't.
it can't do what I was trying to get it to do.
Okay.
I think it's Alistair.
Okay, Alistair, seeing how the rally's getting ganged up on, is going to use a new toy and cast Summon Fiend.
Oh.
Ooh.
A
Bunch of summons,
large.
on the
Was this
loose.
that spell that summons a fiend that's out of your control and just does random things?
Oh no, this is Natasha's version.
Oh.
So, a large, shadowy demon bull suddenly appears out of smoke over here.
Mm-hmm.
It won't do anything quite yet because it's still my turn. And then Alistair is going to Form of Dread and
Ooh.
Takes off the hat.
yeah.
Drops the floppy hat.
I'm a bull.
How much movement would it take for Alistair to jump up onto this roof?
Well, you
I can get you and Greg up during my turn.
20, 20 and then jumping? You got boots to jumping, right?
No, I'm just talking about a straight high jump.
can you jump that high? 20 feet?
Yeah, I got max strength with
Okay.
proficiency in athletics. I should be able to. At least I think that's how jumping works.
20, 20. It would take.
Well, it's spent on your strength modifier. So if you have a 20 strength, then you can jump 8 feet up.
Yeah, it's not
And
good.
if you're 8 feet, then you can grab something 16 feet up, which is lower than the roof, I think.
Yeah.
Darn it.
What was
you're like 10 or 15 feet from, and then it would take you double movement to climb.
Damn, why is that so big? Nope.
That's still a pretty amazing jump, actually.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, you can extend your arms to increase your... How tall are you?
Was there... Do I actually have that written down?
I don't think his arms are that long. He's not a
No.
bugbear.
Well, if he's 8 feet tall, he can make it, but I don't think he's 8 feet tall.
No, he's not 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
He's about the same height as Greg.
I
You
mean,
need that.
if
You
you
need that monk ability that gives you spectral arms. Sorry, Wes.
if he dashes, he could probably dash to these rocks because they give and then jump. But then you'd be able to get up, but you just can't do anything at that point.
I'll just use my movement to go over there.
Okay.
Because I've already used my action to
The
cast
idea of going into Form of Dread just being very scary and then just trying to failing to jump up a building.
It feels like there should be like a built-in teleport or something, right?
Yeah, just like scary magic form and then just huh.
I mean, I can narrate the scene to make it seem a little more badass, but
He runs up onto the rocks, jumps into the air, Form of Dread, and grabs the roof.
There you
Julio?
go.
I believe his name.
hold on, sorry. The bowl needs to go. So
Okay.
that's that is 3 attacks going into the guy who hit Lorali.
Okay, it's actually A1.
No, sorry, the guy who attacked Lorali.
Well, that guy
okay,
didn't
okay.
hit.
Well, that's the guy that attacked him, but the guy that hit him is A1.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They stood very still and fired an arrow.
Okay, A1 then.
They
Hit
stood
her
very
straight
still, took
in
aim,
the
and shot.
forehead.
Okay, so the lowest I rolled. Haven't used this spell in a while. That's brain not working. Lowest was 18 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, all 3 attacks hit. So that is 9, 18. I'm rolling like shit. 38 points of necrotic damage.
What was the 3 different totals?
3 different
Well,
totals.
because you attacked 3 times, so
Yeah, sorry. So it would have been 11, then 13.
14.
Hmm?
11, 13,
Sorry.
and 14.
11, 13, and 14.
Okay. Okay. He's still up but not happy.
I would imagine so. Yeah, go.
So Julio.
Cool, we get to use a fun new spell. Hey, Raleigh, do you want to be right next to that guy, or do you want some distance on that guy?
I'm good.
Okay. Greg, don't fight it. I'm gonna cast Scatter, so Greg's gonna be up here now. Alistair's gonna be up here now, and Julio's gonna be up here now.
Holy smokes! Sweet.
Cool.
I
Hey.
can teleport 5 people.
That's pretty cool.
That's my turn.
Okay. Nixie.
You want to surrender yet?
I can also do Shadow Greg because it's 5 creatures, so Shadow Greg can move it.
Thanks.
The critical.
Okay.
So that does 12, 20 damage.
Okay. They're still up, but definitely wobbly.
Okay. Followed by a 24 to hit for 11 damage.
Okay. They are definitely more wobbly.
Okay, well, flurry of blurs
Yeah.
or something.
Flurry of blurs. Flowers of blow. I don't know, something like that.
I'm pretty sure that's a miss. That's an 11
That misses.
McFlurry of blows.
and a 22.
That hits.
All right, so that's 9 bludgeon,
Okay.
8 necrotic.
They're dead.
Okay, and a poison. And Macy calls to the other guy, "Don't have time for you, sorry," and then runs down the building and off to the other side.
Okay.
I think it's about there. Yeah, it's close enough.
Greg.
Yay. Which of the A2s and A1s haven't been hurt as
A1
much?
hasn't been hit.
A1 hasn't been
Oh,
hit?
actually,
No,
it
no, they both
got
been
hit.
hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
A1 got hit by the Big B's hand, or A2 got hit by the Big B's hand. A1 got the Fiend and
A55 is the only one
Revenge
that hasn't been
yeah.
hit.
Yeah. I guess I'll go after A2. It's a natural 20 on the first hit with Reckless and
A2 Brute.
You probably kill him.
Great Weapon Master.
Melee do melee.
Yes. Most likely with a
Get it.
51, I believe.
Yeah, he's dead.
Nice.
I get get 2 extra dice now from critical.
That's A2
Cool.
you hit. Okay.
Yeah. I guess I'll move over to A1.
Mhm.
Take a second swing as a dirty 20
That hits.
to hit. And 30 points of damage.
Okay, he's dead.
Damn.
Okay.
We have so much stuff up here for nothing now.
You okay?
Yeah.
But
You
I
want a
can just
healing
jump
potion?
off.
I can heal myself. It's cool.
Okay. I'm going to jump off. I guess that was 5.
Hey, should we have asked these guys why they're attacking us?
Eh.
That might have been smart.
I can just ask
Hey,
them.
Alice.
It's fine.
Oh wait, you can talk to Dead. Yeah, kill him. It's fine.
Greg's done.
Yeah, I just
Okay.
jumped
Okay.
off and
Lorelli.
start moving.
Lorelli's gonna get on the Big B's hand again. Unfortunately, it can only fly 60 feet, which gets there.
Yeah.
So it's kind of in the middle.
So you're hovering.
Yeah. And Lorelli's gonna bonus action healing. Wait. Directing the Big B's hand, a bonus action. Oh, it is a bonus action. Lorelli still has an action. Lorelli's gonna healing word herself.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, she can cure wounds. That's even better.
Yes.
29 health back.
Nice.
Lorelli's no longer bloodied.
Ooh.
That's Lorelli's turn. Standing on a hand in the air.
Menacingly staring at this man.
Yeah. Angrily playing mandolin.
What is so, Alistair? What do you have? Like, are you carrying a bag, a backpack?
He has a bag of holding on his belt. He's carrying a giant axe,
Okay.
and he has like, a slab of something is covered in like canvas, but he has like a slab
Okay.
strapped to his back.
Let me think about movement here.
Look at this criminal having a sleep after she bit me.
Right your back.
This dude runs up to you and I don't think he can manage all that. Let's see. Make a perception check.
Perception check. Okay. Nat 1.
Okay. Yeah, runs up to you. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can swing at him as he runs away, or
Okay.
moves away from you.
One sec. I just need to look up if I can get reckless attack on that. I don't think I can, but reckless attack.
Yeah.
On your turn. Yeah. So
Mhm.
standard attack. I'll just attack him normally. No Great Weapon Master. Good thing I didn't put Great Weapon Master on that. That is a dirty 20.
Yeah, that hits him.
All right. So that is ooh, hello. That's 23 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And he has to make a save or be frightened of me.
Oh.
I'm gonna run away faster.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems to be moving away from you. Actually, can Julio and Varelli also make perception checks?
Sure. 8.
19.
Okay. Julio sees the guy run up to Alistair and sees him running away, and he seems to have an extra bag with him. And you see him
Oh
run,
no, he has your things.
run to the edge of the building and disappears, like jumps off.
So rude.
Alistair, I think you just got mugged.
Yeah.
Alistair, is your action.
Alistair hears that he got mugged, checks to see if his bag, and is then going to...
Yeah, you're missing the bag holding.
Yeah, he's gonna dash after him and start, like, barreling at this guy.
Yeah.
I got 80 feet of movement on dashes, so do I catch up to him?
Yes. Well, yeah, you have to jump. Make a dex save if you, or acrobatics.
Okay. So dex check?
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. 12.
Okay. Yeah, you land okay, and you do catch up to him. But that's your dash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Any shite I can pull with my
Morelli
bonus
can do a
action.
thing.
Can you do a thing?
I can help you do a thing.
Morelli can Psychic Lance, which will incapacitate.
Just isn't that like a 4th level spell or something?
Oh, I was gonna upcast it.
Poor sod.
They tried to kill us.
Yeah. So yeah, you run up. You're at him, but that was your dash. Like you do have a bonus action to do something if you want.
I can't really.
Okay.
Don't have anything I can do anything. So go.
Yeah. Julio.
Cool. Movement and say, hold on. What do I have to Commander Strike. This is not a minute.
You have to attack someone, or you have to use one of your attack actions, I think.
Yeah, and a bonus action. So, we'll say. So how far down are they?
Well, 20 feet
It's
down on the ground, yeah. But you dashed across, didn't you?
yeah. I can use my bonus action to dash because I have that ability,
Okay.
and then I'll cast. Sorry, Alex, you're gonna be in the way of this. Binding ice, um, down. So it's cone down, and then port and dice to make the guy roll a 3.
Okay. Well, I guess he failed.
Cool. Movement stops
Okay.
for him, and then technically he takes damage. I gotta find it on my spell list.
And does
Cool.
he get a save on his turn or on your turn?
He doesn't. He has to spend an action to
Uh,
break himself free.
Oh, okay, okay.
He also takes 17 damage.
Whew.
Okay.
Yes.
Back to Mixie.
Mixie will run up to the building, jump halfway up the wall, run the rest of the way up the wall, all the way across the building, jump off the other side, and try and land right on top of him.
Okay. Make a dex.
Sure.
Just absolutely piling on this guy.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
14.
well, he's trying to get away, but I don't think he will.
A 14.
Yeah, so you land on him.
So that's 20 feet, so 2d6 falling damage.
Yeah, so you each take 5.
Okay.
You basically split the damage between you two. But you do break the ice.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was encased and you landed on him and cracked it.
but now he's prone.
Yes.
Yeah.
File him.
Stay down.
Greg?
Just giving a cursory glance around. Do I see any other figures on the rooftops or in the streets?
Just
With
dead
these
ones.
ninjas? Okay.
A small. Well, you did. You do see like a couple people come out of the temple and look around and it's like, oh crap, and you go back in.
There's a fiend on top of their roof.
I have a question. Is Mixie's body a weapon?
Well, being a martial artist, I would say yes.
Then when I fall on him, I could do stunning strike.
Ah!
Oh, okay. So it's a save, right?
That's a DC 18 speed, yeah.
So he's stunned.
Okay. Prone and stun. I think he's in trouble.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, based on. Okay, I guess Greg. Yeah, Greg's action.
At least 3 people will be able to attack him before he can move again.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's gonna be dead if you are going to kill him.
Lorelei was actually going to cast Dominate Monster on him.
Jesus.
That's overkill much.
Yeah.
Just
I
so
mean,
we can figure out what the deal
it's
was.
basically your choice. Like, do you want to kill him or do you want to tie him up and question him?
I think we should tie him up because we want to know.
What the deal was.
Sure.
Oh, they're gonna try to mug us.
I mean that. Normally a mugger can't deal like 65 damage.
Maybe they're just really good at their job. You don't know what this place is like.
Yeah. So basically, Alistair gets his bag back. You've got this tied up guy, and now that the fight is over, like people were on the street and everything, but when all the shooting started, everybody just ducked into buildings, and people are slowly coming back out. Someone has just run off and gotten city guard, but it'll take them a while to come back.
Alistair drops concentration on the demon bull before people start panicking too much.
Maybe.
Can you send him back?
Hmm?
Is that the one that lasts an hour and sticks around, or?
No.
Okay, different.
No, you're thinking of Summon Greater Demon.
Yeah, my bad.
That one's the annoying one.
Yeah, that one
Okay.
can't be used as casually.
All right,
Yeah,
so what's
you
your
have a
deal, guy?
prisoner.
What was that all about?
Um, he isn't answering, and make a perception check.
If 7,
Okay. Um,
it's like hood up.
you see his. You see that he's starting to. Oh shoot! What's that word? Anyways, his mouth is frothing and his body starts shaking.
Makesy will use healing hands on him.
Okay.
Julie with casting have thoughts.
Basically, yeah. You Raleigh, when you're approaching to talk to them, they bit down on a poison tooth,
Mhm.
but the healing hands seem to have stopped that process, and the
It's like,
guy's
it,
like,
it cures the poison condition.
yes,
So funny.
and so
Rick would just
but
grab his head and then spit it out! Spit it out!
Like a dog. Bad. Spit it.
but he's refusing to talk.
All right. Alistair walks up, which, by the way, I can't end Form of Dread early, so he's still in that form.
Okay,
And
well, yeah, he's definitely averting his eyes because he still fears you.
yeah. So he crouches down right up next to him and says, "Look, I can just reanimate your corpse and ask you questions again. So, answer the questions now, and you get to live. If you don't, I'll just kill you and get the questions. Sound good?"
He says that the master has sent us to get what you possess, as he needs it.
What? You want a book on burial rites and 20 gold? I got shit all in this bag of holding. I think there might be still be a corpse in here. I'm not sure.
I think this guy's from Bazagorag.
Hey, wait, is that the bag that I put the rat in?
It,
No, that's my bag.
Oh,
yeah, that was that bag.
He says that the master says that your group has it and we were to get it.
Yeah, well, your master just sent you to die, so
Yeah, you should tell him to bring
Real-
better dudes.
We serve the master. He shall reward us after death.
Yeah, we can keep you.
Esther's a slat. He ain't gonna do shit for you.
Make another perception check.
okay.
You biting down on a second one?
24.
Okay. Um,
more 13.
you notice that he has a scar, or actually, since Mixie healed him.
Yeah.
Well, healing wouldn't cure a scar, but
No. Like you notice he has a small scar. Well, a reasonably like a 2-inch scar on his left forearm, and that you think something. The skin sort of rippled under there.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh,
Looks
I
like
don't like that.
You look like you got worms. Do you want me to cut that off for you?
He stops talking.
Eh, never mind cutting it off.
Detect
Now Alistair
thoughts.
just rips his entire arm off.
ah!
Oh my god!
So while the questioning was going on, Literally, you got healed 35 by Makesy.
Oh, thank you. That's very helpful.
So
Just
yeah,
get a little-
he's bleeding profuse. It's like a bad Chopsaki movie where it's just like blood's like gushing out of it.
Holy shit.
This happens as
Fucking healing cure wounds that.
But whoever Alistair notices that like he's got the arm, but there's this like small man, I have no words. Small like snake-like thing. Well, not a snake-like, but small thing wriggling out of the out of the arm stump and lands on the ground. It's sort of like in Aliens, the little alien that bursts out of the guy's chest. But
Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast. So many Eldritch Blasts.
yeah. So yeah, it's all splattered on the ground.
Mhm.
What was that?
Well, maybe our friend here can answer that. So, do you want me to A, kill you, B, rip off another limb, or C, answer the question?
Okay.
Well,
Which
hold
would
on
you
a
need
second.
more?
Hold on a second.
Okay.
Let me bind his arm so he doesn't bleed out.
Yeah.
If you can't tell, Alistair was really fucking pissed about something or other.
Apparently,
Uh-huh.
what?
This is like the Lego Star Wars game where Chewie pulls off the stormtrooper arms.
Okay.
My master sent us to recover the item, and if we did not return, that is the cost of our service to him.
Well.
This guy's a mook.
And he says that more shall come
Yeah, of course they
if we
will.
do not return.
How about you return and tell them that we're dead and we didn't have it?
Or
Yeah,
you could
that's
just
fine.
not return because they're probably going to kill you if you do, and now you get the chance to live. So.
Oh,
Yeah,
can you guys like bewitch him
ask the
to
guards.
go back? And,
Ask the guards to keep you in prison forever.
eh,
Or just run. The guards aren't here yet.
they will be soon.
And you actually notice on the arm, actually, when you go to grab his other arm to threaten him, I'll put it. You see a tattoo that's on his arm,
Oh.
the attached arm. Let me just put it in the chat.
Ooh. Ooh. That's a really complicated tattoo.
Yeah. Jeez. I can only imagine how
Hey.
long that would take to tattoo onto someone. Oh my gosh.
I mean, yeah. Especially with like ancient or older tattoo methods, that would be so awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like stick and poke.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he basically has refused to talk anymore.
Okay. I don't see any reason not to let him go at this point. He's already disarmed.
Doesn't he need to go to jail because he broke the law?
I don't care. He broke the law against us. I feel like we more than got retribution.
The guard do show up.
Oh shit.
And basically ask what's going on.
This guy mugged us. He's a criminal.
Well, they tried to. A bunch of people tried to kill us and then rob us, and his arm got ripped off in the fight.
Yeah, basically,
Yeah.
and people come out of have come out of their hiding spots and back your story, and do you mention the tattoo?
Yeah. I think
Sure.
so.
I mean, it'd probably be visible.
Yeah.
This guy like from a gang or something? He has a weird tattoo in his arm.
The guard actually looks at it and, oh, this is serious. He mentions that that is the tattoo of the. Pulls out a notebook, looks at it. Where did I put that note? They are the Order of the Black Flame. They are a league of assassins. They usually work for the Wizards of Thay, but they will work for allies of the Wizards of Thay also. You've never heard of who these wizards are. But
Whoever these wizards of Thay are, do they ally with Basim Gorbag or whatever his name is?
They will work with whoever will allow them to expand their borders. And like the way the guards you see on their expression on their faces when they see the tattoo and they mention the Wizards of the Fae, you sense that it's a serious issue.
Who are the Wizards of Thay?
He says you're not from this region?
No.
Who are you? He indicates that the Wizards of Fae they come from a land where it's a magocracy, like mages are in charge.
Magocracy?
Yeah, and that they are evil and they seek power to expand their borders and make war on the region. And any allies they can find to help them do that, they will gladly work with.
Gotcha.
Makes looks
Classic
over.
evil wizards. Okay.
Makes looks over at Julia. Do they have libraries?
I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if I want to go to that library, Mixie. I feel like they might have really, really strict due dates.
Oh,
And I don't think our
Among,
group is great at following those.
among other things.
but they might have a good cooking section.
Yeah, I
I
won't argue with that.
feel like any evil wizards probably don't particularly appreciate fine cuisine.
Really, that seems
Might.
very
I don't know.
stereotypical.
The Chief Harkonnen was a gourmand.
I don't know who that is.
Well, the Harkonnens in Dune.
Oh, the Harkonnen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Harkonnen, yeah.
Is he? I don't remember much about Harkonnens.
What was I gonna say? But they ask, well, that we would. I mean, if this individual has earned the tattoo, he has likely committed many serious crimes already, and we would take him into custody if well, basically they don't recognize your authority. They recognize your ability and power
Oh
to
yeah, no.
defeat four of them, but they ask, they say that they're going to be taking him into custody, and he will never see the light of day. Or maybe we'll make him see the light of day because he likes to be in the shadows all the time.
That's probably wise. You might want to cauterize that stump quickly.
Well, it's bound at least.
Yeah.
This continues to seep blood because Macy rolled a natural one.
Ah,
Also, just so it doesn't get infected and kill him.
We will.
Macy has a 10, so it's
yeah.
still an 11. But
Alistair hands the arm to the guard as well. I don't know. You might want that.
Guards like holds it by the end of his fingers. Well, okay.
Evidence.
I'm not sure if we are.
Oh yeah, evidence. Lorelei pulls an arrow out of her neck. Here is good, right? Passes out.
Alistair's gonna go and interrogate the corpses.
Okay. Basically, they give you uncooperative answers.
Lovely. All right.
I mean, they will answer, but just one word, 2 word.
Yeah. Alistair wanders off muttering something about death zealots and how much he hates them or something.
I think I need a drink.
Well, the
Great.
watering hole's right there.
All right, Macy goes in and
Perfect.
tries to get into a drinking contest with somebody big looking.
Just
Okay.
going. They're covered in blood.
There's a gnome that's about 4 inches taller than Rowley. Mixie and accept their challenge.
All right, drinking.
A gnome that's 4 inches taller than Lorelei would be weird.
That'd be a big
Proportions would be
gnome.
so odd. Just a giant man, but all like tiny, no neck, huge head.
I feel like that's just a hobgoblin crossed with an elf at that point.
Almost.
Sorry, it was taller than Mixie.
Yeah, I know. It's just the idea in my head. Basically, just be like a mascot, like a human mascot suit.
Oh god. Thank you for that mental image.
The gnome manages to match you for a few drinks and then passes out.
Macy pretends to pass out at the same moment.
Okay.
Macy's immune to poison, so yeah.
Literally can't get drunk.
Oh.
Lorelei asks for the strongest drinks they have.
They pass it along to you. They
Great.
serve it to you.
Lorelli gets completely sloshed. Had a bad afternoon.
Alistair takes a drink and just like stares at it for a bit.
Greg, I feel like everyone's very upset today.
It does seem like it, doesn't it? I thought I was getting mad after getting all worked up in the bookstore, but
I just got
yeah,
stabbed
everyone else is having a worse day, it seems.
real hard. Oh, not
You
even
got
stabbed.
shot.
I got shot with an
It's
arrow.
fine.
They hit me in the neck. It hurt so bad.
I just go to a chiropractor.
I lost
they
most
do.
of my blood in one hit. Kind of got shoved back in by magic, but
Ooh.
Lorelli like kind of turns and you just see like the side that got hit is just blood all the way down.
You might need to go see a dry cleaners now, yeah.
Alistair
Yeah.
casts prestidigitation and tries to clean it.
Oh, thank you. It's just
I mean,
Lorelli had
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
Lorelli's shirt is like an off-white kind of greenish color, so it's tinted kind of orange now on one side. It's like, oh, that's not great.
You have prestidigitation, right?
I mean, it was a crit hit, and they do have sneak attack, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was so much damage.
Really set the tone for the rest of the fight.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was like, oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh no.
Yeah. Broke out all the spells.
I feel like fighting rogues is always like that.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, but yeah, they missed on their first round. Like they missed badly. And
Yeah.
Because they were assassins, so they would have gotten auto crits in the first part, but they couldn't hit you.
Oh,
I was trying to pepper the group in the first round, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
we got so lucky.
Yeah. So I mean, the spine of the world, you can inquire travel. Well, you can sort of decide how you want to travel there, but you can take a boat up to another major city called Neverwinter, and then travel inland from there, or you can find crazy gnomes with flying contraptions that can take you overland.
Cloud giants.
Or you can do a random teleportation if you want.
I'm sure that will go fine.
Yeah.
Just not even a place, just north.
Yeah. This spaced on the map.
Yeah.
Well, it's alright with you guys. I think I need to.
Yeah,
off
well,
to
it is
bed.
time. Yeah, I was gonna
It is, yeah.
wind it
It's
here,
the night
so,
bed
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
so next time you
Yeah.
can figure out how you want to get to that place on the map by the spine of the world, and
Yep.
make your way there.
Yeah, we'll figure out logistics. We'll unpack Alistair's apparent trauma that we haven't touched,
Yeah.
or his anger.
Do some therapy.
I have that on a sticky note. I hope you know. It just says ask about the anger.
Can't wait.
So
Cool. Well,
you been keeping notes since the beginning?
no. Since last session, when we started the third piece,
Oh, okay.
I took some notes for the second piece with the beholder. But then I couldn't read these notes, so then I got an actual notebook. Yeah, Nikki's
Right.
absence has been extended, and we need someone to figure out what's going on.
I've been keeping notes since looks like May of last year.
Okay.
Wow. A year's
I'm
worth
not
of
sure how
notes.
good they are.
I'm god awful at taking notes, but I keep having this idea of like going through the VODs and putting timestamps underneath them, and I keep forgetting to do that.
That'll take a long time.
That's a
Oh,
big.
it's like every time something notable happens during the game, I like note down the time and then put it in afterwards. It's like,
That's
Good
smart.
idea.
Yeah.
but again, I
have
literally
notes.
just remembered it, and I keep forgetting every single freaking time.
My notes are very
Just-
scattered. Some are written, some are on a document, some are just like in my like photos, screenshotting the Discord.
Yeah, I think mine are mostly on post-it notes and scattered between 2 notebooks.
Yeah, I used to keep notes for things and I mean just in general in different books, and then it's like I would just lose tracks of the book. So I just have this one journal, and I just put titles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I also used to keep them in my sketchbook, but that sketchbook was in the bag that got stolen. So,
Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
what can you do? I didn't get anything back, but apparently they found my ID a while ago.
Oh,
What?
Got a call from transit police. Apparently they arrested a guy for unrelated reasons and found my ID on him.
oh,
Hmm.
well, that's good. At least
And
it's
he
out
had
of their
started
hands.
a bank account under my name.
Mm.
So that is fun.
you get to keep the contents if there's anything.
No, it was a credit account.
Oh, so the opposite of contents.
Yep. Just
Uh-huh.
just withdrawal.
That's
Big oof.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what did it have on it? You didn't have your social insurance in it, did it?
It did.
Oh,
I didn't realize until recently because I was doing my taxes and I was looking around. I was like, oh fuck, it's gone. It must have been in my wallet.
Yeah. No, that's like one of the cards I
Oh.
don't carry with me. I just leave it at home.
I normally don't. I
Yeah.
also normally left it at home. I guess I moved it to my wallet at some point without
Yeah.
thinking.
I've done that before, and I'm like, why is this in my wallet?
Oops.
And social insurance number and the social security number were in my wallet at one point.
Oh,
Ooh.
Why did you...
U.S.
Oh, are you also a U.S. citizen?
No, but I worked there on a green card for 3 years.
Gotcha.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it.
That's a lot of important information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, I need to get dinner. Good
Yeah.
night.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
This was
See you
super
Good game,
fun,
later.
everybody.
Have
Was
a
fun.
good
Yeah.
weekend, Angela.
good week.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.